and we'll see how that goes. All right, here we go. All right. So let's see what we got here. All right, so you guys have all been traveling. Oh, what is going on here? You have all been traveling to Hong Kong, and the reason you have been traveling together is you are escorting a ripper that was seriously mauled by a werewolf, and basically you are looking to get some ripper tech installed on this fallen friend. And so the best surgeons are actually in Hong Kong right now, and they have a live specimen that they'll be able to rip over. So you have just landed in Hong Kong, and you have headed to, let's get here. So you have headed to the Ripper Lodge, which is right here for everybody. You can see my little ping there. Okay, so as you arrive, this is the site that you see. This is Hong Kong in the late 1800s on the dock here, and as you arrive, there's a large British man there at the lodge, and as you enter, he's like, we will get him right to surgery. Now, please, come to the sitting room. You must be famished after such a long journey. And as he escorts you, he goes, now, I don't need to be so forward on this, but we have a bit of a conundrum that could use your bit of expertise, if you will. Would you mind joining a potential benefactor in the lounge to discuss some things?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. All right, a spot of tea then. And he takes you in, and you meet this man. Can you guys see him there, sitting in the chair?
Yep. Hey, Matt, can you go on mute, please? You're getting a lot of background clicking noise.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So, as you walk in, the man stands up, and he does a slight bow, and he says, hello, I am Chow Sun Li, and I need your help. My son, Ming, has been kidnapped.
That's horrible.
Do you have any leads?
I fear that it is from Don Lefong. Lefong is a rival merchant, but rumor has it he is a sorcerer several hundred years old. This is why I come to you. He has many connections in the city, and I cannot root out it on my own. I need someone from the outside.
That seems horrible. What do you think, gang? Can we help this gentleman out?
I'm sure we can.
Okay. Yeah, the large Brit goes, wonderful. Now, I would recommend going out to the peddlers area. There's a market starting soon, and, it is, quite a traveled place, so you won't stick out at all, but, no one knows who you are. I would suggest reaching out and seeing if you can find any information on Lan Feng's trusted associate. He goes by the name Yi Xiao Chen. And I'll go ahead and put that in the chat for you guys.
Well, fellows, shall we join to the market?
To the market we go.
Let's go. Let's go down there.
Okay. All right. So you head to the market, and you guys have a couple options here. We are going to use the standard networking rules. So basically, you can choose to make persuasion rolls, or you can use intimidation. Obviously, intimidation, you can get a +2 bonus if you decide to rough people up, but that could turn poorly for you should you do the wrong thing. Persuasion, you can spend money to get a bonus, but once again, you'd have to make a wealth roll, and that could cost you. But then again, this is a one-shot, so might as well, right?
What do we have to lose?
Exactly.
Hope we have someone with some good persuasion.
And just so you know, Rob, who's playing Axara, you are a status, I think, 5, which means you have a +3 to your persuasion roll.
That's me, Esmeralda? That's me?
No, the other Robert.
The other Rob.
Yeah.
Call him Robert and call me Rob. So
okay, there we go. All right, so Robert.
Yeah, I noticed that I have the noble, so that would give me a +3 on these rolls.
You get a +3, yeah. Yep. So you guys can choose to do a couple different things. You can either, everybody make a roll like standard, D&D style, or you can choose to go the support route, which I recommend because you have a better chance of getting a good roll. So you can take someone to be the lead, or you guys can pair up and have one lead, one support, and see how you go there.
I mean, I'd support you. I got at least a D8.
There you go. I'm going to turn off the mobile.
We allow more than one person to support, or just one person to support at a time?
What's that?
Will you allow more than one person to support, or only one person?
No,
only one person.
No, as many people can support as they want. You just got to RP it out a little bit and make your support roll. I generally recommend making the support roll and then RPing it out based on how well you roll, and then we'll there's just the maximum of a +4 on the support roll.
Rob, you said you got an 8 for Esmeralda's persuasion?
Correct.
Would you like me to support you? I know I can get you at least a +1.
Well, I thought you have, don't you get +3 on your...
I do have a +3, yeah. So you'll support me then?
Yeah, I think you're going to get, unless I don't know what you're, again...
No, that's fine.
We're metaing a little bit. I don't know what your, we would probably know each other's skills if we were traveling together, though.
You guys are all persuasion, and you have worked together for a while.
Yeah, I'm a 6.
But you get +3. So it still probably would make more sense to support you, because you're going to get that +3 no matter what, right?
Yeah.
So it's probably, so support you, even if you roll, unless you could critically fail, you're probably still going to succeed or do better than I would. So I would support you.
Okay.
If anybody else wants to jump in as well, at least we can get up to +4, and that's pretty good.
Well, I ain't got much persuasion, but I can give a little support.
Yeah, if you can give me a reason to support, you tell me what it is, and make the roll, and we'll figure it out.
Well, let me make my roll first, as you said. So make sure I don't just whip it completely. Do you want this public or private, or what do you want?
Oh, just everything's public. I'm a above board GM as much as possible.
Right. Okay. So it's at least a success.
So that's a success. So that's a +1 for whoever's going. And who was that? That was Esmeralda. Okay, great.
Yeah. So supporting. So I would suggest you speak to a guy, and then I would support with. I'm a beautiful young lady, so I would support with by
And
turning on my gypsy charm.
Yep, and just so you know, and this is up to you, because we are playing with critical failures, but you are charismatic, so you get a free reroll without spending a penny.
Oh, sweet.
But there's also the possibility of a crit fail. So.
Yeah, I succeeded. I'm not going to push my luck. It's good to know, though, in the future, though.
Yep. Yep.
So yes. So
and
I will charm the charm there.
Yep. Okay. Great. Well, James is spending a penny, huh? I think that was a mistake there. I'll give that back to you, Mike. So,
yeah, I'm having issues with Foundry. I'm trying to figure it out.
You're having issues with Foundry?
Well, I just don't know where. I mean, I see the macros are laid out beautifully. I see where everything is. I don't know where my stats are to roll.
Oh, okay. So that's why I put your icons here. The easiest way is, Mike, you are playing James, so just double-click on your icon, and your character sheet will come up.
You can also press the C button on your keyboard. Will bring your character sheet up.
Oh, really? Look at that.
Okay, that came up, and then to roll, you
click the word on the skill. So if you're rolling persuasion, you're just going to click that persuasion button, the word persuasion.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to help out, though. I'm an American gunman. I'm a Westerner.
Whatever. I mean, you can opt to do that. You can opt to, whatever you think you can do, right? You can still talk. I mean, maybe your cowboy charm, lulls people into, helping out. Right?
That American accent is awesome.
Yeah. You can go, well, I reckon if you help me, maybe I'll take you to San Francisco sometime, take you on a real railway. You just throw in that little drawl there and, gussy them all up. Hey, however you want. Oh, you're a little quiet there, Matt, so go ahead and say that a little louder.
Is this game going to be scary?
I certainly hope so.
Yeah, Ripper's games are generally scary, yes. It's a horror game.
All right, thank you.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Anybody else want to try to help and give him a +1?
Yeah, this is Frederick. He's not much for persuasion, but he's an older gentleman, very gruff and stern. He also is carrying a crucifix and his Bible, and so he's going to be standing there and acting kind of stout and intimidating wise as they're sitting there talking with them to try to intimidate them into listening to these others that are trying to sweet talk them.
Okay, I'm game.
So it would be an intimidation. So
yep, intimidation for support. Go for it.
Oh no!
Oh no! -1.
So you do this, and it kind of backfires. It actually works really well, and all of a sudden, all the religious people go, oh, we must, they go, sorry, Father, we have forsaken our duties. We have not gone to church. Please accompany us. And they grab you and they go, take us. We will take you to the church. And they start dragging you towards the church away. And all the people, that are not, Christian, basically kind of just turn and kind of step away. So that basically adds a -2 penalty to the roll. So now we're at a net -1 currently.
Oh no.
James, I didn't see your roll, so we need you to go ahead and make your persuasion roll as well, please.
So who needs to make the persuasion roll?
Yeah, just click on the word persuasion, and then a little thing will pop up. It should already be defaulted to public, so you can just click the word roll at the bottom of the box, and it should roll for you.
Yep.
So y'all want James to roll?
Yeah. James can go ahead and roll a support roll. There we go. Ooh, look at that.
Nice.
So James kind of nullifies that a little bit with Esmeralda and James kind of tempering the situation. You know.
Don't worry about that, Father Nunn. He just needs to get a little prayer in, but I sort of push off the Father's crazy rant.
Nice. Great. Okay, so who's taking the lead? Is this Akshara?
Yeah, this will be Robert. Akshara will be doing the lead. I've got a net 0, so my noble will give me a total of +3.
That is correct.
Yes.
So that's a success. Okay. So, what you find out is right up the street is a place called the Silver Sliver, and it is a local pub, and Yishao is known to frequent there from time to time.
I like these here pubs a little bit better than them saloons. Less likely you'll get a shoot down.
Also, a girl can get a decent drink.
All right. So do you guys head to the Silver Sliver?
I think we need to get our priest.
Okay. Yeah.
So I will go over to the crowd, pulling that Father. Is that,
Can I ask, just that, not to sound a little goofy, but I'm still trying to work out everybody's voices. Can we, instead of saying I, can we use our character's name just so I can kind of grok who's talking?
Good point.
Yeah, sorry. Especially for the recording, it might make it easier.
No problem. So Esmeralda will go over to the group pulling Father Frederick and say, I'm so sorry. We need the Father to help us bring salvation to a den of sinners. Go ahead and go on to the church and make your prayers. I'm sure he will meet you there later. Come, Father, we need your help.
Okay, give me a persuasion roll, and I'm going to give you a +2 because that's triggering on the crit fail.
Okay. Eight.
All right, so that's a 7, so that'll work. All right, so yep, so you managed to get Frederick, and Frederick eventually, they all go, okay, yeah, we will see you soon there, Father, and they head off to St. John's Cathedral. All right. So, Esmeralda, do you want to let Frederick know what is going on?
Yes, Esmeralda will inform us. So we are maybe turn down the fire and brimstone a little bit. So you scare people, Father.
I'm sorry. I see all these sinners, and I put my foot down.
Well, we need you to put your foot down in this drinking establishment over here. We're going to attempt to try to find some information about this poor man's son. That'll lead him over to the bar.
All right. So you guys head into the bar, and as you walk in, this is a fine British pub. Because Hong Kong is ruled by the British at this point, and you're kind of in the British area, and as you do, there is, and with your success, not only is he known to hang there, there's maybe 3 Chinese patrons in the bar at this time, but with no pictures because you guys don't have a photograph of him. You are not entirely sure which one it is. So I'm just gonna move you guys over around the area here, just so you guys know that you're in the bar. So, yeah. So there's three various people. Hi.
James says, well, every bar's about the same, whether it's a pub or a saloon. The bartender always knows. So I'm going to stride on over to the bartender and say, "Afternoon, sir. Name's Denton, James Denton. Looking for a feller by the name of Lee Chan. I forget the name. It's up in this chat.
Yi Xiao Chen." And the bartender looks at you and he's like, a bloody colonial. What are you doing this down here? Didn't think you guys decided to leave your bloody country once you took it from us.
Yeah, well, I like to get around. Of course, I'm more from the Creole side, so I think of myself in New Orleans as an old country as opposed to colony, since we go back to about 1700.
Quite right then. All right.
Parlez-vous français? Pourquoi?
It's like, so he's like, Yi Xiao Cheng, and give me a notice roll. Just James.
James, notice. Come on.
Oh yeah, you notice. So he's like, he says, afraid I ever heard of a Yi Xiao Chen. But as he does, he kind of looks over and he makes eye contact with someone behind you. Which, as you entered, you were pretty sure that one of the Chinese patrons was sitting there.
All right. Well, thank you kindly. What's the house's best? I'd like to get around for myself and friends.
Well, this is a fine British establishment. We have brandy, and he starts pouring brandies for all of you. All right. So at about that time, and don't mind my lack of, this guy gets up from the bar, and we're just going to pretend that he is of Chinese persuasion. And we will rename him. He gets up and starts to leave the bar. And James, that is definitely the guy that was sitting where the bartender made eye contact with.
Okay, James turns over right next to him and says, "That's the fella. That's that Lee Chan fella." I point to him as he leaves. Still, I'm drinking though. I'm still having my drink.
All right. So as soon as you say that,
Akshara will state, I really don't care for brandy. I will step outside and wait for you gentlemen and to finish up, and we can meet up afterwards. And she will then step out and attempt to follow this guy.
Okay, who was that? Was
Akshara.
That Akshara? Okay, cool. All right, are you trying to do it on the down low?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And James, were you basically waiting until the guy left before you said this, or did you say it while he was leaving the bar?
I said it quietly to whoever's two people who I don't know who's next to me. One of the two people next to me. I just say, "That there's a Lee Chan fella," and I point as I drink. But I'm not trying to bring the bar's attention to me, just my fellow people.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right. So you guys are in the bar. Akshara, go ahead and make a stealth roll. And this is going to be opposed to his notice.
I think I will Benny that.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, I'll stick with the 5.
You're going to stick with the 5? All right, here we go. Let's see how his notice goes. I think I'm going to Benny that, because I can do that. Let's see. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right. So Yishao walks, and you're following him down here, and he heads down to Praia, and as soon as he crosses the corner, you come down, and you're kind of keeping pace, staying back kind of high, and you peek around the corner, and you see him running, and he jumps in a rickshaw.
Definitely would, and I don't know if we'd have time, but I definitely wouldn't want to just let my fellow Ripper leave. I try to at least follow behind to give some support at a decent pace, like behind her if I could, like around.
Yeah,
not too far. Like sorry, Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
Yes.
Okay.
If she's about there, I'd be like about there, just trying to give, because I don't want her to get jumped or something.
Yeah. So you could definitely, once you realize you have been spotted there, Ikshara, you could yell back to Esmeralda, because she's basically a block away. If you want.
I would have followed Esmeralda out too. This is Frederick from the bar. I don't have much use for the drinking.
Yeah. Okay. And do we don't even have the witch hunter right now. So the witch hunter is in limbo. So I'm going to say that he is not here right now, and he will pop in when that happens.
So James will follow once the last of us go out. He'll put the drink down.
Oh yeah,
say thank you,
Matt's
Yes.
He's here.
Yes.
Was Matt being the witch hunter or the explorer?
No, he was Arena. He was the explorer. So you are here, Matt, and So as you guys go, and I'm assuming James, you did as everybody starts leaving, you guys file out. So what I'm going to do is, I think this is a perfect opportunity to move to a chase. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna shrink that down and move this up a little bit. So I put this thing together, so hopefully that makes chases a little bit easier to follow. And
hope so. I can't figure out for my life for me. I run the game, but
okay. Well, we should be okay here. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put the rickshaw on there. There are other rickshaws that you guys can jump onto if you wanted to be in a vehicle. But what we have is we've got Yishao out about here. Okay? Because he booked, so I'm going to say he moved one card ahead of time, and then I'm going to say that Shara starts about here, and Esmeralda and everybody else is basically back a step here. Okay? Because you guys were all kind of hanging back on this card here. Okay?
Rickshaw's probably going to be faster, I would imagine.
The rickshaw, yes. While he's in a rickshaw, he will have a +1 on you guys. So
definitely want to jump into a rickshaw with whoever's going to.
Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a rickshaw right here, and basically, actually, here's what we'll do. So he is on a rickshaw, and oops. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. Apparently I was selecting something. Hang on. Let's try this again. Alright, so the question is who wants to be in a rickshaw? What I'm going to do, just to make things easier, is I'm going to drop the rickshaw right here, and then those of you that want to jump in a rickshaw, we will put you around this rickshaw, and then we will drop a rickshaw on the thing here. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so who's all jumping in the rickshaw?
Esmeralda.
All right, Esmeralda is jumping in the rickshaw. Anybody else?
I probably go.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. All right. So, Irina, you guys pile into the rickshaw. James and
James is a little old-fashioned. He wish he had a horse, so he's looking for a horse, but he's going to actually go by foot, and he's looking for a horse.
All right.
So I know there's no horse in this area, but he may not know that.
Well, that is not necessarily true. You can go ahead and spend a penny, and there may be a horse here.
Oh, okay.
So if you spend a penny, there will be a horse here.
We'll see how well, I might do that as the chase advances. If I get
That's
too
totally
far
fine. And Ekshara, you can do the same thing because you also have riding. Okay.
No, I think Akshara's just gonna stay on foot.
Yep. No, absolutely. I'm just letting you know you also have the riding skill. So.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna add all you guys to combat here. Boop. 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 All right. Now, which one of you, Esmeralda or Arena, are you guys driving the rickshaw?
Who has the better? Is there a skill? What's the skill for driving the rickshaw?
I'm just gonna say it's athletics because I don't know.
Okay. I imagine that Arena probably has better athletics than my 4.
Okay. So we will let. Oops. That did not do what I wanted it to do at all. Go drag in there, like I said. All right. Why is this not working?
Also, since Matt can't see, if you wanted to give me access to Arena, I could puppet it for you.
Absolutely.
Roll dice and stuff. Save you that.
Okay. What? Who is this?
This is Rob.
Rob. Thank you. Oh, you already have. Wait. Oh, I opened.
I have Esmeralda, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have Arena.
Helps if I double click the right one. My bad. Sorry, I've only had this about a week, so bear with me. All right, there we go.
You only had Foundry for a week?
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing amazing then.
All right, cool. So, yeah. So you know what? I'm not going to bother trying to put you in the rickshaw, but you guys are in the rickshaw, and then yeah, you can just make athletics there, Irina, when you want to go. So I'm going to add you to the combat, and then Esmeralda, you are just going to go on Irina's card as a normal chase.
Okay.
That makes sense. All right, and here we go. And if you notice, when you hover over your name, and in the combat tracker, which I'm getting ready to start here, boom, we're going to start. And why did that not roll dice? Roll all. Oh, they moved the button. There we go. Okay, so let's see, James, you are quick, so you get another card. So reroll initiative. Yep, and then take that, and then you still got to reroll because you have quick. 8 of diamonds. All right, look at that. All right, so you're still last, but you know you moved up in the process a little bit there.
Also, for those of you,
what?
For those of you who are new to Foundry, if you right-click on the fist in the top right, it'll pop out your combat tracker. So
yes, that is a very good call. I have that done right now. Okay, so Frederick, you are up with the King of Hearts.
Yeah, so Frederick, he wasn't going to get in a rickshaw. He's looking at it and thinks he's going to try to run faster than somebody pulling the rickshaw. So he's going to change positions.
Yep.
Or, yeah, as a free action, do a maneuver roll. That's
and you can
to run, right?
So yeah, you just make your athletics roll, and if you want to do that as your action, you can basically get a +2 to that roll. And for every success, so you can move up to 2 cards. So if you get a raise, you can move up to the ace.
Okay, so athletics. Yeah, I'll do that as my action. So
Okay. Yeah.
+2.
Yep. So just hit the athletics, and you can put +2 in there. Or... Okay, so you got a 7. So you move 1 card up. So you come running up and you hoof it up and you catch up to Ekshara. And it is now Ekshara's turn.
Ekshara is also going to do a I'm just running kind of thing.
Okay, sorry. I moved the minion because I selected everybody on the planet, apparently. Okay. Yep. Okay. So yeah, so you got a 7, so... Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Oop. Sorry, I don't need to move your tokens. I forget that people are competent and can move their own tokens. Alright, cool. Alright, so you come rushing up and you push forward. Okay, it is now the minion's turn. It is now Yishao. And so Yishao is going to go ahead and make his athletics roll to try and get out of here. And he is going to use his action for sure. Let's see how he does. Ooh. So he goes to move the rickshaw, and he crit fails. So let's see, a critical fail. He must roll on the out of control table. All right. So let's see. Out of control. So he goes to get in the rickshaw, and he goes running, and he's kind of doing that, like if you've ever ridden like a skateboard where you run and you basically jump up in the air and let, the wheels carry you a little bit, kind of with the shopping cart. He's basically doing the same thing with the rickshaw, trying to use the downhill motion to gain some ground. Unfortunately, the rickshaw swerves, and he crashes into a cart and goes tumbling out and loses his rickshaw. So it wrecks the rickshaw because they are not very very powerful, and he takes and he is shaken. So he crashes, and now he is shaken. All right, so Yishao is not very good at getting away. Okay, Irina, you are up, so you can change positions, and note that you have Acrobat, which lets you re-roll a free re-roll on your athletics rolls, which is piloting the rickshaw.
That's you, Matt. You want to pilot the?
Yep.
You're muted, Matt. If you're talking. Matt, you there?
Matt, do you want to pilot the rickshaw forward? Try and catch up in the chase?
Again, Matt, you are muted if you are speaking.
All right. So, Esmeralda, you see that Irina gets in, but she's not really doing anything. She looks a little confused. This is kind of out of her depth, and for some reason, she just isn't grokking the use of the rickshaw. So, do you want to take over and go ahead and try and push it forward?
Sure. I'm like, come on, lady, get it together. This is your first rodeo? Let's go. And I guess, I will make an athletics. It's athletics roll, you said?
It is athletics, yeah.
God help us. All right. Let's see what I get there. I will.
Now you can use it. You could have done that as your action, and you get a +2 to that, unless you.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, okay. So I'll take +2.
All right, yeah.
I will take that.
So you move it a little bit. It's a little hard. You kind of like shove her out of the way, and you start running, and your dress and such is not really designed for pulling a rickshaw. But you do what you can. Okay, awesome. So that was Irina, and James. You're bringing up the rear, the competent fast draw gunslinger.
All right. With my hand on my pistol, though I'm not going to draw, I will try to just maneuver through the crowd to try to get closer.
Okay.
That's athletics, right?
So athletics, and you can do it at a +2 if you want that to be your action to move forward.
Sure.
Yep.
Hello?
Oh, +22, huh? Wow, James. Been min-maxing a little bit there, huh? So I'm going to assume that you got a 5, because that was supposed to be a +2. So you come trotting up, and you are staying in line with everybody. So everybody just kind of shuffles forward, and you guys are gaining very quickly on the minion there. So, and yeah, so we will move down to the next round of the chase. So here we go. Let's see how the cards come out. All right. Irina, you are up. So Matt, do you want to snap out of it? You are currently piloting the rickshaw. Do you want to push it forward to try and catch up to Yishao?
Yes.
Okay. So if if Rob wants to go ahead and roll.
Yep,
And
I got that
remember,
for you there.
she gets a free reroll. So all of a sudden, Irina, kind of steps forward and goes, I got this. Move.
Oh, thank God. I don't know what I'm doing. Esmeralda gets out of the way.
Nice.
All right, Matt. Rolling for you. You get a +2, so it would be a 4, right? Sorry.
Yep, and you can re-roll that if you want for free re-roll because she has
okay, sure.
acrobat.
I mean, so I guess it was a success, but we'll take it. Well,
if you get 2,
Matt, do you want to?
Remember, if you get a raise, Esmeralda can act on that same turn, and if you get a raise, you would be up with the minion. You'd be up with Yishao, so she could catch him.
So Matt, you have a. I rolled a 2 for you, which is +2 is a 4. Do you want to use your free reroll, or do you want to keep your 4?
Free reroll.
All right. Rolling for you.
All right.
+2, 7.
All right.
That is better.
So that is better. So yep. So you move up, and then Esmeralda, do you want to maybe do persuasion to, basically give him the push to push harder and catch up? Because if you get a success, you basically push him up 1, and he would get a raise.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Esmeralda.
Yeah. Sure, let's do that. So that's a persuasion roll for me.
And that'll do it.
Success.
All right. So you go, come on, you can do it. And she, pushes in a little bit of extra effort, and you manage to catch up to Yishao, who's just picking himself up off of the rickshaw. All right. So that was Irina and Esmeralda. James, you are up, sir.
Well, at this point, just try to catch up.
Okay.
Keep on catch up. So this time it will be a +2, not +22, if I can do this right.
Yeah, and if it's easier to not roll the bonuses, I don't really care. We can just say them after the fact. It's just easier to click the button. If you could go ahead and mute there, Matt, that would be great. Thank you, sir. Oh, look at that. All right, so a 7. Oh, man. All right, so you move up 1. You guys are so close to getting raises every time. All right, cool. All right, so James, you push it up 1, and you are getting close. They're about 10 yards away. And Akshara, you are up.
Okay, I'm going to put my effort into running forward with him again.
Okay, now remember, you just need a success to catch up, and then you would still have an action if you don't do the +2. So you could grapple him, or you could basically intimidate him, or something along those lines, or you could intimidate.
Yeah, I think I will go ahead and do the free, and then see what happens from there.
Absolutely, go for it. Yeah. So
the rage anyhow.
So you move up there. Now, if you want to do cool, old school Rippers style spy stuff, I will let you do a push maneuver, which is an opposed strength, and you can shove him in the rickshaw.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Right?
Into our rickshaw?
Into your rickshaw. That's right. Shove him into the back of the rickshaw, and then you guys have him.
That's right. Get in there, buddy.
So that would be a athletics check again?
So it's, push is opposed, I thought it was opposed strength, or you can use athletics if you want. So whichever one you find better.
Yeah, they're the same either way.
Okay, so yeah. So this is opposed, so you can choose to spend bennies if you want to bump that up.
Yeah, let's go ahead and spend 1 on that.
Okay. No, you don't need to shoot anybody just yet, James.
Yeah, I'll stick with the 5.
All right. And he is going to attempt to resist with his strength. And he fails. So, yeah. You shove him, and he's just getting up and he's just getting ready to run. The rickshaw kind of pulls up and kind of does that kind of cut like right in front of him or whatever, and stops right in front of him. And Akshara, you just rush forward and just boom, double shove him, and he just goes tumbling into the rickshaw. So Esmeralda, he literally tumbles in right next to you.
Well, hello there.
Okay. All right. So the rest of you managed to trot up without incident. That pretty much ends the chase because you have captured him. So now you guys have Yishao in the rickshaw, and there's a little bit of a scene, so you guys might want to like go around somewhere else.
Can I restrain him in the back of the rickshaw while Irina pulls us off into an alleyway or something?
Absolutely. So, yeah, go ahead, and he's currently shaken. So, all you have to do, you can make a grappling roll. I would say that he is after the push. So a successful push knocks him back 1, and then he fell, so he's prone. So you have a +2 to it.
To athletics?
Yeah, athletics.
Let me add +2 to that. There we go. Hey, hooray, finally.
All right, here we go. And so this is opposed, and let's see how his athletics goes. His athletics is garbage. And
-2, that was I go for that.
Oh!
But not quite enough.
But you still managed to entangle him. So basically, he is entangled. So you have
Just
him.
sit down there, buddy.
And
he is. Have a little conversation.
All right. So, and he's like, "Who are you? Let me go. You have no reason to hold me. This is my home, not yours."
We just have some questions, Yisha. Calm down. You'll be on your way in just a moment.
And what questions do you have for me? I'll take stunned silence as nobody knows what questions you have for him.
Well, I assume we were going into the alley.
Yeah.
Page or not yet.
Yeah, let's fast forward to the key bits. You guys managed to get off the street, right? So you have.
So.
Oh, go ahead.
So we pull him out. Are we going to try to intimidate him, or are we trying to persuade him and ask him these questions?
That is a very good question. You guys have to tell me what you want to do. So let's say that you guys have basically pulled him down here to this little alley over here, kind of off in the middle of nowhere. And so that's where everybody has moseyed. Oh, sorry. There you go, trying to be helpful again. All right. So you guys are all in that central area right there, and
I imagine. What are you guys' intimidations? Somebody have good intimidation?
Mine's pretty high. That's why I was trying to roll it before, but as you saw,
it can't happen twice, right?
James doesn't have any intimidation, but he can always whip back his coat a bit so you can see the gun hanging at his hip. But he doesn't have intimidation as such, so it'd be D4 -2.
So I mean, I can ask him. I'll go up to him. Yi, what do you know about the Emperor's? It's the Emperor, right? That we're.
No. This is just it's basically to step out metagame a little bit. There are 2 merchants. Okay. They're competing merchants. They're both very, very well off. One is significantly richer than the other. The one that is significantly richer has kidnapped the son of the lesser of the two merchants. The lesser of the two merchants. The one that
the
hired.
one that we're working with. Yeah, the one that hired us.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, his son was kidnapped. You have been sent to go get him, and the reason that he has reached out to you guys specifically is because it is rumored that this businessman is actually a sorcerer that's hundreds of years old.
That's right. Okay, that's right. So I asked him, what do you know about
La Feng?
I can't remember the guy's name. La Feng's son that's been kidnapped.
Okay, so yeah. Oh, sorry. So yeah, Lan Feng is his boss. Is Yishao's boss.
Okay.
Okay, so here, Yishao. La Feng. Grunt.
Who's the merchant that we're looking? Okay.
Chao Shanli.
That's who we're working for.
That's who you're working for. Is your employer?
Okay.
Chao Shanli. So his son,
I'm writing these down.
Ming, is the son.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you know about Chao's son Ming that's been kidnapped? What do you know about it? Let us know. We're here to find his son. What do you know about this?
He looks at you and he's like, "The businessman? I do not know nothing about Ming." He's obviously lying. There's not even an attempt at hiding it.
Esmeralda would like to continue the grapple and try to make it a full-on, like one level up, like as I recall, right? So
Okay. Yeah. So
Jangle, I want to make sure he's grappled.
Yep. So you make an athletics check. He is still prone. He has not gotten up yet, so you still have a +2. And he is distracted.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm gonna guess that you're gonna kick his butt there. So let's see here. So
take that. Oh. Almost not good enough, buddy.
I was on the wrong thing, and it's only a 3 because he is now fully bound. So yeah, Esmeralda, you take off that yellow scarf that's around your waist, and you literally you have his arm, and you're kind of holding him, and you pull off your scarf, and then just wrap it around him, and then twist it into almost like a tourniquet around his body, and he yelps. He's like, ah! So.
I say, my dear, if you wish to walk away from this with all your limbs intact, I suggest you begin forthcoming with the answers that we wish, or my friend here is going to start cutting bits off.
At which point, Ashkara will draw her sword and kind of look at the edge and kind of gleam in the light type of thing.
Okay. So everybody that's giving the support rolls, go ahead and give your support rolls. Akshara and Esmeralda, you did it with the bound basically, and then whoever just said that they were doing who gave the speech, I'm sorry, go ahead and make your roll for, I'm assuming, persuasion.
Even without skill and intimidation, you get a +1.
Nice. All right. So who made that lovely speech?
Franklin or Frederick did. Sorry.
Oh, that was Frederick. Okay, give me your intimidation roll with a +1. Actually, a +3 because he is vulnerable.
Oh, come on! I'm gonna bet that.
Okay.
Well, does he get a bonus from Akshara and Esmeralda's as well?
So he gets a +2 from that. Esmeralda, you basically you didn't support necessarily, but you made him vulnerable.
Okay, great.
So that is the +2. So you basically gave him +2 by moving him to bound. Akshara gave him a +1. And yeah, go ahead, Frederick. Go ahead and roll again. That's better.
Oh, much better.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm not even going to bother trying to roll against that. He just basically, his face goes pale as he looks around and sees the types of weapons you have. And he's like, please. He is being held in in the warehouse. And he references this warehouse that's a few blocks away. It was where I'm heading now.
I tell Esmeralda, you can let up on your grip hold on. It looks like he's starting to pass out.
And he goes,
I said, well, before we do that, what kind of protections are there? How many of your companions are there? And what might we run into?
You will never make it inside. It is an old fortress. Akshara, go ahead and make me a common knowledge roll since you're from India. Okay, so when he talks about it, you do remember that this is an old 13th century fortress. It's a castle, basically. It's a castle keep that has, been turned into a warehouse. So it is very, very fortified. But you also know, and Irina, Matt, there, go ahead and you make me a thievery roll, if you will. And you can go ahead and roll that for him there, Rob.
Thievery roll?
Yep.
Thievery?
Yep. Thievery, yes.
Rolling that for you.
Okay. And you know from your thieving experience in
you got a 5 there, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. So Matt, Arena knows that all castles have and keeps have secret entrances. It's just knowing where to find them. If you want to tell the rest of the group that.
I think I shall share that with the group.
Okay. All right. So I don't know if you guys want to press him for more information on that.
Yeah, definitely. After Arena says that, I turn back to Yi and say, "What do you know about any secret entrances or ways around their fortifications?"
And he kind of squirms a little bit, and he's like, "What's in it for me? You are taking my entire job."
Your life. seems paltry payment, but you might enjoy it.
My life has already been sold to Lonfen. You must offer me something more. You, and he looks to Akshara. He's like, I can see the embroidery on your clothing. You are very, very wealthy. Make it worth my while. Let me disappear.
I mean, Akshara, Esmeralda would say, we can always take the extra payment from our benefactor.
I'm sorry, I had a phone call. Can you? It sounds like I was asked a question right there at the end.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So basically, he says, he basically saying he's giving up his livelihood, and he looked at Akshara and said, your embroidery on your clothing show that you are very wealthy. You must make it worth my while. I must be able to disappear from Lonfeng.
And Esmeralda suggested that we could take that payment from Chow instead of out of your pocket.
Yeah, I suppose I can forward you a bus or a boat ride out of town.
A bus pass? What the hell is a bus? He's like, if you go north, he tells you, he's like, beware. It is guarded for many blocks by undercover agents. You must go here. And he points. Can you guys see that on Street? There, into the sewers. break through the wall on the south side, and you will find caverns. Those caverns will lead you to the basement of the fortress. Now release me.
Yeah, let him go. You'll get your boat ride whenever we get back.
You will not come back.
Then you don't have to worry about leaving.
Alright, configure permissions. Alright.
Can you tell us anything else about what we will find in the sewers? Seems like you're quite knowledgeable.
Like you do not wish to go in there. It is your best bet to stay far away. Long Feng is more powerful than you can imagine. That is why I must go.
That wasn't an answer to my question. I'll squeeze it a little tighter. A little binding.
Okay.
Sounds like you know what's down there. Prepare us.
Okay. They are not human. I do not know what they are, but I dare not go down there.
Look at everybody else. Esmeralda looks at everybody else. I think we've squeezed as much.
I'm scared to go down there.
What was that, Matt? I only caught about half of that.
Don't tell me you're scared to go down there.
He's like, you would be a fool to not be scared, miss. It is always best to protect one's hide.
Why? What's down there?
Scary things, not of this earth. At least not the earth that we know.
Are they friendly things?
Obviously not.
Well,
Okay.
do you...
Well, yeah, I think we've squeezed enough information out of him, like as Esmeralda said.
Okay.
Let's let him go. Hey, James, maybe you could get a boat ride to San Francisco, back to the western United States.
Or maybe we should bring him down with us into the sewers and use him as bait.
His face goes white at that, and he's like, please, no, don't take me down there. That is basically hell.
Take them down.
He might be more of a liability and cause us, give us away. We need to be stealthy and quiet.
Now, I would also argue that, as far as you are aware, other than the fact that he works for someone that is supposedly a sorcerer, he hasn't even done anything wrong except run away from 6 people that were looking for him.
I mostly, Esmeralda mostly, I mostly wanted to see his reaction, to see how serious he was if he's just trying to scare us, but I judged from his reaction that there really is dark, evil things down there. I will untie him if everyone thinks that it is the time for that. Just kind of look around, I guess. Are we done?
Yep. And Frederick starts walking towards the sewers.
As I suggest you go away as quickly as you can, and do not attempt to let it inform your comrades.
And he goes, yes, of course. And he scoots off and heads towards the docks. He does not.
I gotta go.
Okay. Thank you for playing, Matt.
Perhaps. So the question now is: we want to have Irina escort him to the docks, or are we going to need Irina?
No, that's up to you guys. You guys can get by without Irina. I mean, she obviously has a particular set of skills, but you guys also have particular sets of skills, so I think you'll be fine.
All right. So Irina, why don't you take him back to Chow and see what he's paid for his troubles, and see him safely to the dock, and make sure he doesn't betray us. So.
All right. So Irina escorts him to the dock to make sure that he doesn't double cross you, and I take it you guys head to the area of the sewers, and you can actually call in a favor to get some labor to help break down the wall to get into the cavern, because it's actually quite a bit of work, and it takes a few hours, and by the time that happens, it is nightfall as you enter in to the cavern.
Oh, great.
Okay, so get rid of the witch hunter and get rid of Irina. Now, just so you guys know, I have given, so Esmeralda has a lantern, and Frederick has a torch, and both James and Ekshara do not. James, you can carry a torch if you want, if you only want to use your pistol, but if you want to use your rifle, you would have to drop your torch. So I can give you the vision of a torch if you want. And Ekshara, because you use a repeating crossbow, you have to rely on being with somebody that has a torch, because it is dark down here.
Right.
Okay?
I suggest we stick together anyway.
Yeah, I reckon I'll go with a torch. I'll carry my Winchester, but only need it if there's a situation where pistol won't suffice.
Right.
So
And
I'll torch the pistol, and the rifle. I'll drop the torch if I have to use the rifle.
okay. So I'm going to go ahead and give you torch. So there you go. So you now have a torch.
And Frederick lights one of his torches too.
Yep.
If needed.
Yeah. Yeah. So grammatically speaking, I guess, basically everybody now has torches. So that's actually the light. There's some light coming in from the cavern that I've added, and then there's light from your torches. So if you move James a little bit, you can see that the torches start to spread. So the question is you came from here. Which way do you wish to go? Do you wish to go up, down? Do you want to split the party?
No. Especially you're down to 4 from like 6, so definitely not.
Flip a coin. Don't matter one way or the other. We're gonna get what we're gonna get.
Which way do we think? Which way is the city? I mean the castle, like this way?
It's technically kind of this way. I don't know if you can see my thing, but it's
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I don't know how the hidden light does that, but it's basically, you're not sure which way would get you there faster, but it's, kind of almost straight across and down a little bit, if that makes sense.
Can we make a notice roll or a tracking or something, or
Survival?
see if there's any, or survival, see if there's any tracks or anything on the ground?
That is absolutely something you can do.
Yeah, I got survival too. So should I just assist since he came up with the idea?
I don't have survival, so
I don't either.
Anybody else here has survival though?
I believe James does. James Denton, the cowboy, does.
Yeah.
That's it. Me? All right. Well, I'll stick around with the tracks.
Arena would have been really good at that, but
Yes, she would have.
can I do a notice roll to try to give him assistance, or? Ooh, never mind. It's too late to assist him.
No, you can try and assist.
Yeah, I'll Benny it too. So because that's not going to get anything. So.
Sure thing.
Before I roll, is anybody going to assist?
Yeah, I would try to. Can I just do a notice to try to assist, or?
Yeah, go ahead. You can do notice to assist. I'm fine with that.
Okay. Boom.
So you get a +2.
I spent 2 bennies by mistake. So.
Oh, I can give you one back. There you go.
Esmeralda uses her gypsy senses, closes her eyes, and listens well.
Indeed.
What's my total plus? +2?
So yeah, you get a +2. All right. So with a 5, looking around, what you notice is you actually do see some tracks, faintly, kind of going like this and heading up this way. They look like almost barefoot human prints.
That might not be good.
Well, something or other's up that way, so we might have to go see what that is. And if they don't lead us the way we need to go, we just turn around and come back.
Sounds good.
So I guess I can lead the way because I have a torch.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and start heading that way, and I will tell you when to stop. How about that? And you can use the WADS keys if you're a gamer to move your token, actually.
Or the arrow keys also work.
Or the arrow keys, yep, if you're not a gamer.
So we're following James there?
All right. So stop right there. So James, as you come there, right about there, sorry, worked you back there, you notice the tracks head up this way, but you also see tracks heading up this way. Okay?
So I can actually see, Esmeralda can actually see, I don't know if you want it meant to have the names there.
Yep.
On your tokens.
That's fine. I don't care.
Okay.
I'm kind of a meta gamer guy, so
okay. So
I figure you guys, you guys can all play along.
Well, we got folks going up there, and we got folks going on ahead. So again, it's a coin toss.
Okay. So as you say that, make me a notice roll.
Can Esmeralda see what I see on the thing? So if I see the creature, is that something we can actually see?
Yeah. So that's kind of the notice roll to see if you guys catch what's about to happen here.
You want notice rolls from everybody?
Yeah, everybody can make a notice roll. And I'm going to assume Ikshara is keeping up with you guys, maybe bringing up the rear.
Yeah, she's kind of a long-range support with her crossbow, so...
Now, remember, you have one eye, so it is, you basically get anything over 5, which I think is a control. Yeah, if you hold control and drag, you can see the numbers come out. So once you pass 5, basically you have a -1, but you have, but you do have kind of hardcore shooting with trademark weapon that kind of counteracts a lot of that. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and add you guys to combat here. Burp.
Can I make an occult roll to see if I recognize what that is?
You absolutely can, because you guys all noticed it, except for... No, James got it. No, it's James didn't. So, James, you actually don't see it, because you're too busy watching the track.
I'm looking down this way. I'm looking down ahead of us.
Yeah, you're watching the tracks, but Esmeralda... judging by the way it looks, its gaunt form, its long fangs, you guess it is some form of vampire. Now, something you know about vampires is normal weapons do not harm it, unless you lop off its head. But mystical powers, blessed weapons, and just so you know, Frederick, you have just like in Dogma, you bless your sword. So.
so look out, people. We're dealing with a undead, probably vampire of some kind. Magic weapons only. Or do a name trying to chop off its head. Nothing else will work on these guys.
All right. So James, you are up first.
Okay, so but I misfailed my notice. So, but now are they obvious now?
Yeah. Well, she notified, but you have not noticed them yet. You don't know where they are. So you can definitely have your gun out and kind of do the searching around. And you can go on hold as well.
Yeah, I'll draw my gun and go on hold, looking back and forth, trying to find them.
Okay, go ahead and hit that hold button so we just know you haven't used your turn yet. Doesn't do anything except notes that you're on hold for right now, so just leave it on. Yep. And then when you want to act, just let me know. Okay, cool. All right. Helps if I begin combat. All right. Esmeralda.
Esmeralda will say some incantations and move her hands and cast a bolt at this creature.
Okay.
Let's go bolt.
Are you doing a power bolt, or are you doing...
I am... Let's see, how many power points? I will do a power bolt, which is, I think, +2, so it'll be a total of 3 power points. Is that right? I think that's how it works, right?
Yeah, it's +2, so it'd be 3 total. You can... So if you hit the bolt, where it says the word bolt, it'll expand the card.
Oh, the word bolt. There you go. Yes, exactly. Okay.
And then you have the power card. Everything right there.
Damage is +2, so it costs 3d6, 46 with a raise. So yes, I will definitely do that.
And then
now,
if you
spellcasting first.
So yeah, you hit spellcasting to hit, and then you would hit your power bolt if you get a 4 or better, right? So that's a hit. And then you can subtract your power points. That's your top bar, where you have 20. So you can right click on your token, and then just take away 3.
Take away 3, so I have 17. Okay, and then I will do the power bolt damage, right?
Yep.
3d6. I did not get a raise, so just roll.
I don't think it matters.
Ooh, nice. Take that.
So, yeah. So, you fire. So, describe what your bolt looks like.
So a swirling blast of arcane energy. It's green and kind of spirals around a central core. It looks like some leaves and twigs and like powers of the forest kind of come out and fly across the space and slam into this hopping vampire.
Okay, so it hits, and all that is left is the scent of pine sol. the entire freaking it just literally eats through the vampire. It screams and howls in agony as the leaves just melt away, and it's like it's almost like getting hit with sunlight, and it turns to ash and crumples to the ground.
Says, "Oh, well,
right.
Thank God that was effective."
All right, James, are you going off hold? I'm taking it.
I guess so, but I'm guessing there's more of that because there's footsteps like that go this way too. He might have gotten a whole nest of them things. Just let me tell you, a nest of them things is nothing. I still get nightmares. That's all I got to say.
Nice. All right. You get a Benny for that, for getting into your backstory. I like it. All right. So, so you can stay on hold if you want to, or you can, go out looking for trouble. Depends on what you want to do.
That one got disintegrated. Yeah, I'm guessing there's a whole nest of them out here. So I'm going to step up into that area, see if I can see more.
You're going up? Go ahead and move where you want to move.
The one that she's just blasted, right? It was the one that was up?
Yep.
Yeah, That's why I want to step up there and look around.
So you want to move up here, basically. So yeah, so you come up here and you look around and you don't see anything.
Ain't none left up here, but that don't mean there's not more down that way.
All right.
So I do look for any signs, I guess notice roll to see if there's any kind of signs of nesting or a pile of bones where they've been keeping their food or anything like that.
Yeah, go ahead. And you actually don't need to make a notice roll. Just looking around, you do see scattered throughout the edges piles of bones and clothing and various things. And from the looks of it, it looks like it's just random peasant clothing. It's not, there's no weapons, there's no armor. It's just clothes.
That little Lee fella that we caught, he said this place is guarded. It's guarded, all right. It's guarded by these things. And I'm guessing they feed them peasants to keep them down here and keep them between us and where we got to go.
All right. All right. Ekshara, what would you like to do?
I will move forward to about there,
Okay.
and just kind of make sure that James is okay and the room is empty, and then I will step around to here
Mm-hmm.
and kind of just look down the hallway here, see if there's anything interesting that we need to be aware of.
So what you see...
And then
So I'm going to say that you can see there's a dark spot in the middle that's kind of hard to make out. So there's kind of a shadowy area right here. But looking past, you can see light, and you can hear the heavy sound of water flowing like a waterfall, but not like a huge waterfall, but just like maybe dropping 2 or 3 feet, sound of like a short narrow waterfall coming down. So
okay.
dropping a step, if that makes sense. If that makes sense.
Sure. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, great. All right. So now it is the bad guy's turn. So on that note, let's see. Yep. All right. So he comes around, and as he comes around, he sees you, and he rushes forward. And they rush forward.
Oh, crap.
And they are going to attack you. And they do get a gang up of +1, and they move ridiculously fast. So they come rushing forward, and so I'm going to go here. And so they get a +1 here. So and I'm just going to roll here. So the first one...
Oh, no.
All right, so the first one definitely hits with a raise, because you have 7. And the second one... just hits. So we will do the raise damage first.
Oh, shit.
So it does 16 points of damage, which is 9 over your toughness. So that would be 2 wounds, and you would be shaken. I'm assuming you want to spend a penny and soak that?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I can soak one of them at least. I'm out of bennies, so that's all I get.
Oh, here. I'm gonna give you guys all 2 bennies for the 2 players that vanished. I think that's more than reasonable since you guys are short-staffed here. Yeah. So, all right. So you can choose to spend another benny if you want, or you want to save it for the other hit. You will take a wound.
I'm going to save it for the other hit.
Okay. All right. So we are gonna go here, and you are wounded, and then the next hit is basically just a regular hit. And that does 7, and your toughness is 7, so you were already shaken, so that's another wound. Do you want to soak that one?
So I will drop a benny to unshake just prior to being shaken by this one.
Perfect. Well done. All right, so you are now shaken. And 1 wound. Perfect. Okay, so that was those guys, and just hang on while I do my... And Esmeralda, you hear scurrying coming from down here.
Oh, no. It's happening again. Hate the dark.
Yeah. Is your character afraid of the dark?
She's not afraid of the dark, but she still has it says she was first encounter with the darkness left her forever marks.
Oh, nice. All right, you get a benny for that. All right, cool. Okay, so that was the hopping vampires. Frederick, you are up, sir.
Okay, I'm just going to move up 1 right there. I want to want to throw some holy water, or a flask of holy water, in between these two.
Okay. So you want to drop it just like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So throwing. Is that an athletic? What is that to throw
So
that?
if you hit, I think if you hit your holy water button, it should have athletics
Oh, okay.
as a chat card, unless I hosed up. Hey.
Oh, there we go. Shooting right there. Perfect. Okay.
Wait.
I'm skilled.
Wait. Oh, that's probably wrong. That's my bad. It probably shouldn't be shooting. It should be athletics because you're throwing it. So go ahead and just click athletics.
Okay.
My bad.
That's okay. 3, still bad. I will spend a Benny.
Okay.
And try doing that again. Oh.
Okay. All right. It is now set to the right thing. Just so you know, if you hit the chat card again, it should come up with athletics.
Okay, perfect. You know what? I'm gonna do one more Benny. We gotta get some of these guys. So we'll try chat card again. Yep, athletics is there.
Come on.
Well, I threw it, and I guess it got holy water got all over. Yeah.
Akshara, maybe that'll help her.
You're blessed in holy water.
Yay! Wash some of the blood off.
And I'll finish moving up to here, and then that's the end of my turn.
Let's have the light off.
Shoot.
Okay, yeah. So you chuck it and it fails miserably and lands right here. Well, in Akshara, you are covered in holy water, but you feel somewhat cleansed and invigorated at the whole process.
Maybe that'll give them a minus to try to bite her.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right, here we go. So let's see. Moved on. Oh, helps if I actually go through this whole thing, and boom. All right. So. Vampires get to go on a... Ooh, James, you get to go first, sir.
All right, so James is going to head back down.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Well, I guess I can shoot. I don't like shooting at my guys who are there in melee. I can see something moving down there.
Well, Esmeralda could probably tell you that there's something moving down there.
Yeah. James, there's one. It's coming up the hallway, up the corridor.
Sorry, I had this. I'd move next to Esmeralda and take a shot at whatever's moving through there. Using my marksman to sort of counter the darkness penalties.
Yeah. So if you move, you can't use your marksman, but you do have trademark weapon, and you have a -2 penalty because of the dark right now. Because there is a torchlight, and you can kind of make out a body, a form moving.
Still fine. So it's -1, so that's still good for me. So I'll take a shot at that thing.
Okay, go for it. All right, so that's a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. So you just click that button there. You don't have to hit it. You can just hit the chat button for the damage there too. All right. So I hide this stuff. His toughness is 9, just so you know. So you can hover over him, and it should show the shield. So the fist is paired.
Yeah, I'll re-roll. You can roll for damage
So,
now.
so you can spend a Benny and re-roll. Yep.
Is your gun magic? I'm just curious.
No, it's just trademark weapon.
So it's not going to do any damage. It's not going to hurt it, right?
It
I
can,
don't know. I don't know.
it can,
Esmeralda would say, "Your gun. I don't think your bullets are going to do anything."
well, it depends. It can shake him. So it does, in fact, shake him. So,
Sweet.
so yeah, so boom, you hit it, and it freaking hits, and it drops to the ground, but it literally starts climbing back up. It like barely slows it down.
Now, this is something I would know. Does anybody in this group have Smite as a power? Esmeralda or no?
I have both, but I don't have smite.
I don't have smite.
All right, then my gun's gonna be useless. Oh well.
Oh no, he shook him, so that's slowed him down. That's middle to take that. Probably the witch hunter and the explorer.
Well, you know what? I think that's silly. So let's do this.
The only one who would have would be someone with powers.
I'm gonna give Frederick Smite because I think that's appropriate. So hang on 1 second here. Boom, boom, boom. Item, powers.
When you make a carefully balanced party, and then some people don't show up.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes you got to change things around a little bit. So let's throw Smite on there. All right, so you have Smite, and sorry it doesn't have the cool card because I didn't do that. So, but it has Smite and it has the general idea on there, so you should be good. So you now have Smite there, Frederick, and then yep, cool. Okay, so that was James. Now it is the vampire.
The old Deadlands rule where you can have any power, some minus on the.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish, right? All right, so these guys are gonna cross there. Oops. Where'd the other one go? All right, that's it. Yep. Okay, and then this one is gonna. Oh, I gotta make a spirit roll. Hang on. Helps if I do that. Let's see if he recovers from shaken. He does not.
No.
So, but he can still move, so he's still going to rush up, but he is shaken. So it takes him a minute to recover, so that's good. So he cannot attack that round. So see, regardless of magic bullets, it doesn't matter. It's still helpful. Okay. All right, so these two, one is going to attack Akshara, and one is going to attack Frederick, and that one's going to do absolutely nothing. Here we go. So we will do... Oh, where'd my character sheet go? And I waited away. There we go. All right, so fighting against Akshara first.
Yes, natural one.
That is a crit fail, so it is going to hit its buddy. So let's do that. How much does it...
Repelled by the holy water.
That's right. Actually, that's exactly what happens. I like that. Oh, man.
Nice.
So it goes to slash at you, Akshara, but when it senses the holy water, it pulls its hand back, and it literally takes the head off of the other vampire, and its head goes rolling down the corridor, and it hisses in rage. Which makes it a very...
You're welcome, Freddy.
Yeah, exactly, right? makes a self-serving vampire very appropriate for the name there. Okay. All right, so that was the impartial vampires. A lot of them just did some movement there, and Esmeralda, you are up. There is a vampire dangerously close to you, and...
Esmeralda gives an uncharacteristic kind of girlish shriek. You guys aren't used to seeing her being shaken up, but you're used to her being very cautious. So she kind of takes a step back out of the fray line of sight there, but she will. I can.
Was that you, James? Because you get a Benny for that. That was hilarious.
And will. I want to use 2 actions and send a bolt at each one of these.
Okay. Yep. And the targeting doesn't do anything, but you can obviously target them. I believe if you double right-click, you will target them, so I know which ones you're talking about.
Okay,
Yep.
we'll just send one at each. So I'll start with this
Yep.
self-serving one up here, threatening my allies. And
so that's just at a -2. Due to the...
at a -2. So let me do the... Okay, so if I do the... Where is it here? Do the bolts. So do I... spell casting. There we go.
So, yeah.
-2. There we go. -2. Come on, roll.
Oh, that'll work.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So that is a hit with a raise. So if you were you doing the regular bolt or the power bolt?
I will. So much fun as I got. I will still do the power bolt. She's freaked out.
Yeah, go for it. So make sure you press the raise button, because that was a raise.
Plus with the roll with the raise. Oh.
Okay, yeah. So once again, Ekshara, this is kind of interesting because this is the first time it's shot past you, and literally this bolt of light with leaves flying around it plows into the vampire that's in front of you, and it shrieks in horror as it turns to ash. All right, so that was one. Go ahead and roll your second shot for the giving hopping vampire.
All right. So spellcasting again, right?
Yep, spellcasting at a -2.
At a -2. All right. She's just eyes are wide, and you guys just kind of see her screeching out like no, and she will.
That's not enough.
I will use a Benny for that.
Yep.
I can spend the Benny there, and we will try that again. -2. Come on, baby, a new pair of shoes.
That's it.
All right.
All right. And I'm assuming this is another power bolt.
Another power bolt. Yeah, she
Okay.
is not feeling these guys. That's just a regular roll.
Okay, so that
powerful, but
doesn't matter because he is still shaken. So see, James did help you out because you would not have killed him otherwise. So now that he is shaken, yes, you plow into him, and his hesitant lines up the shot for you, and boom. You know, this one, it takes a little bit longer, but it still shrieks and kind of clutches to the ground. And it drags itself to the feet of James before disintegrating into ash.
And then Esmeralda will just kind of back up a little bit, kind of panting, and look around wildly.
Nice.
James sort of kicks at the ash, sort of with his cowboy boot, and shakes his head.
All right, take off 6 points.
There'll be more of them things.
Oh yeah, 6 points. Sorry, yes.
Yep. No worries.
6.
All right, Ekshara, I need a spirit roll to recover from shaken. So you just hit the spirit word above on your character sheet.
Nice.
That'll work. Yeah, you are unshaken. So we can just click there and say you are unshaken. Cool. All right. So you definitely, Ekshara and Frederick, you have heard more. You hear water splashing from over here. You know, the sounds of people or something charging through the water.
Coming towards us.
You say there is light over there as well, correct?
What's that?
You say there's light over there as well?
Yeah, you can see light over here. You don't see anything just yet. You're guessing that something's hiding in the shadows that might be the corner. So, yeah. So you move over there and let's just do this. I'm going to give you a little bit more light. Since there's 4 people, I'm just going to magically say that you have a lantern hanging from your thing. Since we're short players, we'll make it easier. So as you kind of come around to about here, you can start to make them out as you come around the corner. And you see that there's 2 more vampires coming through the water.
I will move so that I don't block Father Frederick.
Mm-hmm.
By moving to here, and then it's time for a little full auto on both of these guys.
Okay. So you just hit that full auto button, and that'll do your roll for you.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so that is 3 raises. So go ahead and roll your damage 3 times and make sure to hit that raise button. And tell me which vampire you are attacking with each one. There is reserved and wretched.
I am not seeing the raise button we're talking
Oh, just hit the 2d6 button for damage, and then the pop up. There's a roll raise.
Ah, it does say roll raise. Okay.
Yeah, and that'll add the appropriate.
Nice.
So this one is definitely shaken.
Well, actually, would it kill him because these are wooden crossbow bolts?
Oh, it's a wooden crossbow bolt. Yes, absolutely. Good call. Yes, you impale that one, and it screams and turns to ash and falls to the ground.
Do that again. Nice.
And yes, you destroy both of them rather quickly.
There's more up here, guys. And that will be my turn.
Okay, great. All right. Frederick, you are up, sir.
Okay, so you said I do have smite that I could put it on James's ammo.
You absolutely could.
Okay, is that a touch or can it? Does he have? Do I have to touch the ammo? I'm looking at the. I think smart.
I think it's smart. So you can cast it right now. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I will cast that on him. Then I'm gonna then I'll run over to where over in this direction.
Okay.
Once I do that.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, so go ahead and hit the smite. So you'll have to go into your character sheet because I added them. You can actually, let's see. Hang on 1 second. Let me see if I can fix this for you.
Oh, there's smite right there.
Yeah, so you can hit that little eye icon, and then you can. Oh, it doesn't show it. Yeah, so you just roll your spell casting, and if you get a success, it's +2, and a raise, it's +4. So you can just roll spell casting on your character sheet because I didn't.
I think it's my faith.
Yeah, it's faith.
There we go. Yep. So that gives you a +2. Yeah. Sorry, faith. That's what I meant.
5 rounds, my ammo's got +2. Thank you. Okay.
Yep. Awesome. Okay. Now, and then go.
And then I run over. Yeah. Then I run over there and see what I can see, but.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see much. You just hear the waterfall. Go ahead and everybody can make a notice roll.
Is this a hearing or a sight-based one?
Sight-based.
Okay. So I do have a minus to this. My bad eyes.
We are some noticing fools. We are freaked out
You
and paying
are.
attention.
So way over here, like, does that even pop up for you guys? Does it send you way off into the oblivion? But basically, off in this direction, you can see some faint light that you probably can't see unless you zoom out on the map across the water.
Okay.
If you want to start making your way over there. You also, you don't see any more movement, and you don't hear the water splashing like you did when things were creeping through it.
So we don't currently hear any more vampires running at us at the moment.
No.
Just an odd thing. For some reason, my formula for notice always includes a -2 on the character sheet. The character sheet says when I hit notice, it has a formula with -2.
On Frederick?
No, on James.
Wait, on James. Let's see. James.
The formula when you click on the nose. When you click on the nose comes up -2.
Do you have a hindrance or something?
I don't think so. No. Double check.
Interesting. Why does it have that? Let me take a look here on your actual skill. Yeah, there's no actions and effects. That's really weird. Oh, you set yourself to have 2 wounds. That's why. You must have dragged the slider over. There we go.
Yeah, sorry.
There we go. All right, that should go away now.
I might get 2 wounds soon enough, but I don't want to.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you don't have them now. I was like, oh, that's really strange. Like, I thought I checked them all. Okay. So now, do you guys want to take a moment? Do you want to try and heal Exara? And don't forget, Frederick, to take 2 points off for your smite that you cast. So if you right-click on your character and change that 20 to an 18, or if you want to change it to a 15 if you're going to cast healing on her.
Yeah, I'll cast healing on her.
Esmeralda being very cautious. She's got the cautious hindrance. She's going to kind of hang back here at the entranceway. I was like, is it clear? Yeah, is it clear? Oh, that's a good point. Oh, goodness. Kind of rushes up after that, looking scarily behind her.
While you're all doing that, I'm the master of making mistakes. Somehow I've turned my... gave myself 2 wounds. I also turned my guy sideways. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I can't remember. Is it Alt and rotate?
Control. Hold control down. Control down.
Yeah.
You can rotate it. There you go.
There you go. You are no longer drunk.
Ashira, I just got a success, so you're healed 1 wound.
All right, boom. Wound is gone. Easy peasy. I like it. All right, well done. Okay, and in the essence of time, since we had a little kerfluffle in the beginning there are no more vampires in this, and you trudge your way through the rest of the cavern and towards the light, and you enter into a hallway that leads towards a door. Hang on here. Let's move into... I gotta get rid of Witch Hunter and Irina. Try to have this stuff all prepped for you guys.
Yeah, good job.
So, alright, I'm gonna give you your vision of your lantern. Shara? Okay, so here we go. And, somebody targeted somebody. Robert targeted Esmeralda. That's not good. You can double right-click on Esmeralda to make that go away, Robert. There you go. All right. So, so there is a door. So as you come through the cavern, all of a sudden the rock formations turn to, polished stone with steps, and it definitely has kind of that Chinese flavor to it. And it definitely looks castle-like. And there is a door in front of you.
Well, that was probably Irina with the door skills.
Akshira will step up and try the door.
Okay, the door opens.
2 minor notes, I would have reloaded my gun, and I don't know if the smite would go away or not. I presume it would.
I'm going to say that smite will kick in the next time there's combat, just because we're fast-forwarding the game. So.
Okay, all right.
So just say, be careful. Maybe make sure there's nothing on the door. This place, these guys seem to know what they're doing. So. Okay,
so you open the door, and yeah, so you can see that there are some torches lit, that light up the room a little bit, but there are pillars that block line of sight, so it kind of makes for a mess of seeing. So now everybody knows how poor Akshara feels most of the time. and Frederick. So we got the two blind people in the front, so that's awesome.
Esmeralda is cautious, so she will not
All right.
be taking the lead.
Okay. So as you guys step in the door, you can hear the fire crackling, and also make me a notice roll as you enter the building. So James and Ekshara and now Frederick.
Is this a vision one?
This is sound.
Will this be a vision notice?
No, this is audio. This is hearing.
Okay.
Yep.
Nah, still doesn't matter.
Okay, so for those of you that succeeded, you hear very heavy breathing, like a really big guy, but more than one, coming from the end of the hall. And you also notice that you might not be able to see out of the light, but you see an indent right here that isn't on the other side that may lead to another hallway or door.
Esmeralda is kind of lurking in the doorway, like, do you see anything in there?
I don't see anything. I'll move so you can come in, Esmeralda.
So as you move forward, Ekshara, you definitely see a door there, and James, as you come forward, if you look down, you can kind of make out almost like another bigger hallway down there as well, and you still hear the heavy breathing.
Esmeralda comes in and kind of ducks behind one of these pillars and to look around, kind of still hiding to see.
Okay. Are you going to be quiet? Are you guys being quiet, or are you just marching in here?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely being quiet.
Okay. So how about a stealth roll from everybody? Okay, so it looks like
I failed.
oh, there you go. Okay, so everybody but Frederick. So Frederick, as you're going, you're walking, and you're kind of, you've got your sword out, and you're kind of adjusting yourself, and you drop your torch, and it rattles to the ground. And all of a sudden, the heavy breathing that now that you get closer, Ekshara, it was actually snoring. It was that. And you hear some
What
sniffing.
my wife hates about me. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. and yeah, so you hear something sniffing and something make a roar down here somewhere.
Oh no. Esmeralda is definitely using the stone pillar as cover at this point.
Indeed. All right, here we go. We will begin combat. We'll pop this out, and we will deal cards. All right, Esmeralda, you get to go first if you want to do something. Or you can go on hold.
Yeah, I'm going to go on hold for the moment because she's super cautious and scary.
Yep, so go ahead and hit that hold button. Awesome. All right, James.
Oh, I heard it, but I don't see anything moving. Do I? Do I see?
Not yet, unless you move closer. The problem is there's just not a lot of light coming out of these torches. So you can move forward if you keep creeping forward. So just so you know, if you get... Hey, do you not have a... Oh, I didn't update your token. Hang on. I forgot to do yours. That's what's going on. Okay. So, depending on how brave you want to be, if you get to about... Where is it? There. You rush forward to these pillars, you can make out two huge forms that probably stand about 10 foot tall.
All right, well, this is who I am. So I basically take 2 shots, one at each. Blam, blam. 1, 2.
Okay.
Get -2 on each roll.
Unless you have an edge that
No, I
gives you.
don't have a gun kit or anything like that. -2 on
No.
each roll. Okay. So,
Yeah, your whole thing is fanning the hammer, so you could choose to fan the hammer if you want. So you would be at a net, if you just put -2 in there for each shot for the multi-action penalty, you already have the +1 from your trademark
yeah,
weapon.
might as well fan the hammer then, and just load bullets
Yeah.
into 3 of each.
That's
All
right. There you go. So just hit that chat card and then hit fan the hammer. Okay. So now, no. You just hit the chat card, and then the chat card in the chat, you hit the fan the hammer button. If that makes sense. There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, you hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Sweet.
So yeah. So you can choose to hit 1 3 times and 1 to hit 2 times, and
is the smite on this one?
Yeah, the smite is active, and on the last bullet, the bullet jams your gun because you got a 1 on that. So you shoot your 5 rounds. The first 5 land into their targets, and then the last round, it jams the gun. It doesn't fire, and it kind of locks the cylinder. It like.
All right, I'll just spend next round trying to unjam it. But meanwhile, let's
roll
do
some
the
damage.
3. Yeah, 3 into the one on the right.
And then you got a raise on one of them. So 15. Yep.
Ooh.
I'll use the raise on the 3rd.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, I forgot the +2.
So
I
9.
got the +2 on that. That'd be 9. I forgot the +2.
Yep. Okay. So those are the first 2 on this guy?
Yep, on the guy on the right. And the 3rd one, this is with the raise.
Okay.
So I got +2. Wait, come on. And raise. And roll.
Okay. And you've got
Nice.
2 more shots. So the first 2 shots take out that guy completely.
And then the 2 shots at the other guy. Damage. Neither was a raise, right?
Yeah, so that one's a raise, so that's 9. So that shakes him, and I think you have 1 more shot, right? Because you hit. Or wait, that's only 3 shots, so you have 2 more shots on this guy.
Yeah, it's 3 on the one, and it obliterated him, and then 2 on the other. But of the 2 on the other, I didn't get any raises, right?
No.
No raises. Okay.
No.
All right. So
that shakes him, and you basically need a 9 on your last shot to take him out.
Oh, buddy. Yes.
Just enough. All right. So yeah. What happened to your guy? Did I delete you on accident?
sorry.
I must have deleted your token. I don't know what I did.
Yeah, it's all those. Now I see a black space where I was.
Hang on.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I think I accidentally deleted your token.
Wasn't subconscious or anything, I'm sure.
Yeah, my bad.
So yeah, I used up that smite on all my ammunition and then my gun jammed after filling them full of bullets.
Yep.
Hey, good time to have that happen. Take out the big bads, fix your gun.
Hey, Chris, are you back?
They want the big bads.
So why don't you jump in as the witch hunter?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Good. We need some more.
So you can just exit out and then rejoin as witch hunter. And
So glad Irina gave you the message to join us and you followed the trail.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. Nice. All right. So hopefully that should have the right name.
Are we still in combat?
Oh, sorry. I changed his name. And apparently when I exit out to configure players, it drops everybody out or something. Yep. So hopefully you guys are back. You can see. There we go. All right, great. So the ogres have been slain, and for right now, you don't notice any other creatures. You do notice, Esmeralda, you notice that there is a hallway and a door there, and then James, there is also a hallway here that doesn't seem to have a door, and there's a faint light glowing from there.
So there's a door over there. I don't know if that's where we need to go, or you could hope that that's where they're holding him.
My shooting made enough noise that anybody knows we're coming. So let's just go on and be ready to deal with whatever comes our way.
And Frederick just goes up and checks this door quietly to see if it's even locked or unlocked.
Esmeralda hides behind.
That door is unlocked as far as you're aware, but you can make a thievery roll to examine it if you would like.
Oh, since I'm so good at thievery, sure, we'll go for it. I'm gonna do it unskilled, just checking it to see if it's unlocked and if the handle's open, or, twisting or whatever. Oh, it did explode.
Nice. Okay. For an unskilled attempt, that was amazing.
All right. So looking at it, it's not locked. You don't see any traps per se, but the hinges look rather wide, like almost more like pipes, like than they do like hinges on a door. And it has the cross straps of the metal cross straps on the door seem to be on top, and as you look at it, you think that they might move.
It's a trap.
So I tell her, hey, this door looks a little fishy. I'm not gonna mess with it, and then I just tell everybody to be careful with it.
Hey, Jonathan, do you have thievery?
I do not. I'm very proficient in unskilled attempt, though.
That was Irina.
So Frederick, I would note that you're pretty sure it's not trapped, because you got a 7. Like but you think that it has some type of mechanism on it, but you don't think opening the door would trigger it.
Okay. So I carefully open the door, trying to avoid the part that's hanging on it.
Okay. You open the door to a room. All right, give me 2 seconds, guys. I gotta take a quick bio break.
Okay. I'll partake of that. I'll be right back.
Anybody who's not doing a leave of absence, give me a quick summary of that.
Yeah, Chris, if I can. So we went and talked to a merchant here in China. Merchant, his son is missing, has been kidnapped by a rival merchant that's a little bit more successful than the guy that we're talking with. I had these names written down. Chow is the guy we're helping. And his son Ming was kidnapped. And this other merchant that's kind of his rival is known to be some type of sorcerer that's 200 or 300 years old. And so, warned us to be careful of him. He gave us the identification of the ID of a contact to go to talk to about his son being missing, and we found him and had a big chase and somebody quickly caught him, and we interrogated him. He told us that Ming was in this warehouse, held up in this warehouse. He did tell us also that the best, if we go in the front doors, we're just gonna. I mean, he has so much security and everything that we'll die. So he told us of a back way to get in through the sewers. We fought a couple vampires in the sewers as we were making our way, and now we just entered kind of his lair, if you will, underground through the sewers, and we just took care of a couple ogres that were standing. Well, I guess they were sleeping actually, and James took care of them rather quickly.
Yeah, we woke them up, but yeah, thanks to smite bullets, I took them out quick. Fan the hammer and smite bullets.
Okay, so I'm not traveling with a super morale group. We just shoot people when they're dead or sleeping because it's easier, right?
They weren't sleeping. They were up. They were woken up, and then as soon as I saw them, I shot them.
And they were ogres, so these weren't people.
Indeed.
I'm good with that. I'm with you.
And in theory, you got to put it in the police procedural concept where you are actually, going into someone.
That cool, like a map on a map page of the chase thing, and it was actually set up really cool. And the cards were there that you had played on and everything, and he could move us on. Had all the rules and everything all summarized. It was pretty neat.
I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I can show you guys that. And like I said, I offered to a lot of you guys, if you like the way that this game was run. I've only had Foundry like a week or so, maybe 2 weeks. So this is kind of my first foray into running a game with it. But I wrote a lot of the macros and stuff. So if it made it easier to play, let me know. If it didn't, if it made it harder to play, let me know. And then, if anybody wants to learn how to do it, I'd be more than happy to show you what I know, which is very limited.
I have a quick question. What are the abbreviations after people's names? Jonathan FS?
Oh, yeah, sorry. That's because I'm a terrible person. So FS means you have first strike, and that's just a note. So that way when someone comes up to you, you go, oh, I have first strike. So when you're looking at the map, And anybody that has Q is quick, and Akshara has improved extraction, which means that if someone gets in melee with her, she can actually make an athletics roll to move out of combat up to 3 people without getting an opportunity attack. So that's what that's for. Okay. And I like it because it also shows up in the combat tracker as well. So that way I know when I go to it, it's like, oh, these people moved up. Oh, yeah, first strike. I was waiting for Frederick to get jumped, but it just never happened. Like, he moved up on that. So
I just come back from bio. What I miss?
Oh, I think we just gave a general overview of what happened to get the Jonathan caught up, great. And or Chris, depending on who we're talking about, and then we were just talking about Foundry and how it works, and then they were asking about the stuff in parentheses next to the names. So if you hover over Jonathan, for example, he has FS for first strike. Akshara has Q for quick and IE for improved extraction. And that's just a reminder, so when you have the combat tracker up or you hover over it, it has it listed in their name, so you know what's going on.
Cool.
All right. Awesome. So, last we left off, Frederick opened the door, and he can see what looks like a somewhat empty room.
Yeah.
From what you can tell.
I'll just go in and quietly and take a little peek.
Okay. So, yeah, it is an empty room. Go ahead and make me a notice roll.
I'm assuming this is site-based.
Yes. It's a room. It's a room that has a torch that's dimly glowing. There's some boxes and barrels and storage and things like that. And there's a door at the other end of the hall there. Is anybody coming in to join him in the room?
Jonathan.
Yeah, I'll follow the father in.
Okay, yeah, you guys can all go this way if you want.
Esmeralda's just moving down to kind of back up James, also assuming that he's looking for, expecting trouble, so just hiding behind the...
And James is splitting the party. I like it. Well done, James. Good thing I can zoom out on my map. All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to move them in. Whatever.
So James, what you see that there's another doorway up here. There is a big innate doorway there. And there's no doorway here, but there is a large statue there. And you can make a notice roll if you want to notice anything else.
Yeah, I'll notice. I'll look around. Something about that statue is suspicious to me, but I'll sort of snoop around there.
All right. Do you want to make a notice roll, Jonathan, while you're in there as well?
Sure.
Frederick bounces out.
Yeah, you guys all know. You guys all know that my eyes aren't very good, and you always have to double check whatever I look at.
Okay, so James.
Something about that statue lured me, so I'm looking around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll start with Jonathan because Jonathan didn't get quite the amazing roll, but you do notice that near the torch in the back corner right here, the stone, there's a loose stone. It looks like it's just not lined up. Like everything else here, even though it's really old, like is kind of precision laid. It's got that kind of precision expertise with stone laying, and that one, like, at first glance you'd almost miss it, but it is literally sticking out a little bit.
I'm gonna tell that priest who I saw pass me and say, "Hey, did you leave this for me on purpose?"
What are you talking about, Jonathan?
Right here. Look at that masonry work.
Huh. That's a keen eye.
So it looks like you could remove it if you wanted.
I pull it out if I can.
Okay, you pull it out and you see 3 pipe valves.
Ooh.
Mm.
Plumbing of some kind. Plumbing or water pressure? I don't know. It's not my forte.
Yeah, they're big pipes, so they're probably like 2-3 inches in diameter. Yeah, something that you wouldn't imagine in an old castle. How about
it's probably for one of those fancy indoor outhouses.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and then we will swing over to James. So James, you notice that this door looks like a private, like an interior door, right? Like a standard interior door. Okay, this door is ridiculously ornate. Okay, it is, got the traditional Chinese engravings and symbols, which you don't understand because it's not French or English. And but over here, the statue, like as you're examining this stuff, out of the corner of your eye, you're pretty sure that statue just moved.
Well, hey folks, you may or may want to know that I have a living statue over here. I'm not exactly sure if it's going to attack. I sort of back off and have my gun out as I'm looking at it.
Like, what did you just say? Esmeralda will say.
Okay, so
the statue here is looking at me.
As
moving a bit.
And as you do that, so you back away a little bit like this, and as you do, the statue steps forward.
Statue,
Are we going into combat, or can I take a shot at it?
Who's that?
Sorry, Esmeralda, who's been cowering nervously behind the
I will
column
say
here, kind of.
I will say, with the amazing information that James gave you with his amazing notice roll, you absolutely can take a shot if you like, before as a surprise round. And James, you could also act as a surprise round as well.
Fantastic. So,
All right,
Esmeralda will do. I'm going to make a spellcasting roll. Yes.
That's a hit.
And I will do another. It's not quite a race. Power bolt on that sucker. Ooh, not as good as I've been doing, but.
Do you want to spend a Benny on that?
Yeah, I will. That's a good plan for that. Let's spend a Benny and try that again. Power bolt. That's better.
All right. So the statue is shaken. All right, James, would you like to do something? So Esmeralda just fired her power bolt, and it rocks the statue. Ha! That was funny. I should give myself a Benny.
All right. Thank you.
And
well, 2 questions. Am I gun? No, I used up all my smited ammunition, I presume.
that is correct.
Okay, so I'll just shoot it normally, see if the bullets do anything to it. So.
Okay, absolutely. Are you just going to shoot it once?
Yeah, just see if the bullet even gets through, because I'm afraid the bullet's going to ricochet and hit me. So.
And I'm going to say that even though you backed up, because you backed up and then it moved, you can use your marksman. So you get a +1 to this shot in addition to normal.
Total +2.
Well, your +1's already included in your shooting when you click that. I already added that. So you can just add a +1 for your marksman, if that makes sense. So when you hit that shooting button, it'll automatically add the +1. See? All right.
That's still a hit.
So that's a hit. So go ahead and roll your damage. So you hit the drop.
Drop?
The blood drop that says 2d6 x +1. That's your damage. Okay, that's 8. Oh, look at that. So yeah, so you shoot, and you hit it right between the eyes, and the stone cracks, and literally the crack just kind of starts running down the whole body of it, and it just splits in 2 and then falls to either side.
Nice.
I guess Esmeralda, you shook it up, and I finished it off, whatever it was.
Make a good team. That's why I fired from the back.
All right, Akshara, what are you doing right now?
I'm actually moving in here behind Jonathan and company at this point to see what they are trying to get into.
Okay, so you were doing that while that statue thing was going on. Okay, great. So yeah, they're examining some. They moved a brick, and there seems to be some pipes back there.
Any ideas what you're looking at, guys?
Big pipes.
You can make a notice roll as well if you want, Akshara. You don't notice anything.
I point them out, like, see, there's a pipe here, and then there's a pipe here, and then finally another pipe.
Is there any, like,
pipes
knob?
don't interest me. I'm going to come over here and check out the door.
Okay. You can make a thievery roll if you want to check for traps, or you can just open the door.
I open the door. I'm not a thief.
Okay. All right. So you open the door, and you see a table. There's some light flickering from a fireplace, and there is a very nice amulet with Chinese engravings sitting on the table.
I will walk over and take a look at that amulet. I will not pick it up. I will look at it laying there on the table.
Okay. Go ahead and examine it.
She gets an out of it.
That was perfectly safe. She picks it up and puts it on.
She does. Okay.
She's opened that door. I'd follow her in.
All right. So who is this? Jonathan?
Frederick.
Okay. All right. So you come in. So Jonathan, you're working your way in, and as soon as you pick up the amulet, both the doors shut.
Oh.
And water starts pouring in through the ceiling, in the cracks between the bricks, and it's pouring down like a waterfall.
Do we hear this happening in the other room?
You hear water, yeah, and it starts filling with water.
Oh, sweet. I hear yell like Akira. What have you done? What foul, devilish?
What are you doing?
What is that?
At the same time, I yell to them, asking what they do in there. Flooded my room.
I go, Jonathan, the pipe, or I said, we're trapped in here and it's filling up with water.
No, I'm trapped in here and it's filling up the water.
Oh, you're trapped too?
Yeah, I can only see the map. I can only see Esmeralda and James from my point of view. I don't see anybody else.
Yeah, they're in different rooms and the door shut on them. So so that door onto the side, kind of up here, if you see where I'm tagging right now, they went through there. They split the party. And so, like in real life, you went down there and you were in a gunfight, and all of a sudden, the rest of your party is gone. But you do hear water rushing from somewhere up here.
What's the current
Okay,
level?
well,
of
I guess we're up there.
Yep. And heard the door slam.
Yeah, you hear the door slam, and you hear water start rushing.
Oh no! We'll cautiously come up and kind of still hiding behind the pillars.
Okay, this door is shut, and those the cross beams of the door that are sit there normally for decoration, they have slid into the walls, and it is barred like a safe.
Oh no! Are you guys okay in there?
It's filling with water. Does the water look clean or does it look dirty?
Esmeralda, I don't think any bullets are going to get through this.
It is very dirty and stinky. So what we are going to do is...
Powerful magic that break through that there door.
Okay, this is a dramatic task. And we're going to have Jonathan run it. You guys can support with anything that you can say through the walls or anything that you want to do that you think might help in the situation to either open up the door or find another way to release the pressure or something along those lines. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So here we go. So Jonathan, you're the... I'm going to go ahead and deal you guys all cards. And just remember that if there's a club, there is a horrible complication for you, James. Everybody else, or Jonathan, sorry. So, yes, here we go. All right, let's wheel and deal here. Okay, you have 3 rounds to get 4 successes. And note that, this is where things get interesting, right? So you have a club, which makes things worse. However, yep. So however, remember, you can spend a penny to get a different card, and we can redraw a card if you want. And James, you get a different card because you have quick. So I'm gonna reroll yours.
Yeah, I will spend a penny to get a different card.
Hang on 1 second. And keep that, and I gotta redraw again because you have quick. Still not enough. Man, reroll.
Yeah, quick's a pain.
Man, you're just going through the whole deck, man. Hang on.
Well, maybe a shortcut some days, like, okay, if you get below a 5, it's a 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's also nice because you bring up the jokers quicker, right?
Yes.
It's always nice. All right. So James, you're up first, and then who wanted to spend a penny for?
Jonathan did.
Okay, so Jonathan spent a Benny. Okay, so where's...
And Esmeralda will spend the Benny too, because this is important. We don't succeed on this, people are going to die. So.
Okay, so you can take the 2 of spades, Jonathan, or keep the 7 of clubs. I mean,
I'll take 2 of spades.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not a club, right? And then Esmeralda is spending a Benny, so we're going to re-roll initiative here. So you can take the Queen of clubs, which is still a club and better, but you go higher in the order.
10 of diamonds, or whatever the other.
It was 3.
Option.
It was 3. It doesn't matter. It's a club, regardless.
Oh, they're all clubs.
They were both clubs.
But
yeah.
You don't have to act though. You can decide. You can
That's right.
choose to just.
So we have 3 rounds.
Your turn.
So you are supporting. So you could just choose not to support this round, and it's not a big deal, right?
Okay.
Right. So or not do anything. Okay. You like, you know what? I'm not touching anything, and that makes sense because you're cautious. Maybe you get a Benny out of it, right? Like,
yes.
I'm not going to act this round. All right. So James, you are up. So the door looks pretty bolted on.
Okay, all right, I go. Esmeralda, maybe only your magic can blast through this thing. I don't know if only your bolts or something else can get through this. I am going to open the door here so that when the water comes through, it goes down into them caves.
Oh, you're opening this door here? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I presume if the water comes in, it'll flush down there.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Cool. That's perfect, James. All right, so Esmeralda, you are holding, I'm assuming, or just not acting?
Well, I will. I will just being cautious, and when he says the water's going to come rushing out, I just move down to behind this pillar.
There you go. Perfect. Okay, Frederick, the water is filling up rather rapidly. It is difficult terrain because of the water. It's already to your thighs, to your knees.
Okay. So I come up to this door and I yell to, I'm going to try to use a common knowledge roll to tell Jonathan those pipes must be controlling this water. Can you break the pipes or do something with the pipes?
Perfect. Okay, go ahead and make your common knowledge roll. Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Okay. So Jonathan, you get a +2 on your roll to deal with the pipes.
Okay.
So that's great. Okay, so Ekshara, what would you like to do? You are in a room that is filling rapidly with water, and you have a nice little necklace around your neck.
I'm going to actually examine the necklace and see if there's... I don't speak Chinese. I don't think any of us speak Chinese. So I'm just going to see if there's like buttons, or I'm also going to examine the area that I picked it up from to see if there's something there that might be a button.
Okay.
Just kind of checking things out to see if I can figure out an alternate way to turn this off.
Okay, make me a notice roll. Okay. The table is just a normal table. It's a wooden table. The amulet is actually a locket. And when you open it up, it has a stone in it that is set into it that is glowing slightly like you've never seen before. Do you have occult by any chance?
Strangely enough, no, she does not.
Okay. You can make an unskilled roll if you like.
I will go ahead and do that then.
To see if you know anything about this.
Oof.
You know nothing about it. It is a weird glowing stone. Inside of a locket.
And I guess that'll be my turn.
Okay, perfect. All right, so that is that. All right, we will move down to Jonathan. Okay, you are up, sir.
All right, so this is difficult terrain, we said.
Yep.
And I've seen the 3 pipes. Now,
Yep.
I'm sure my character will be more familiar than I am. Which of my 2 equipments, the short sword or the ripper claws, do I feel would be better at like bending or breaking a pipe, like stronger?
The Ripper claws would be really hard to manage because there's 3 big claws, so it'd be hard in that little space because it's in, like, you moved a brick and it's inside there. You can actually get some leverage with the short sword if you put it in there.
So that's what I'm going to try to do is put it between 2 of the pipes, and then you pull in some direction to pop something.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and give me a strength roll. Okay.
+2.
+2. So that is 10, 11. So close. All right. So that gives you 3 successes. So we're just going to do this. You got 3 successes so far in the first round.
Nice.
So.
And what was what did I see happen? Did I move anything?
So as you move the pipe, like it has like a valve on it. So you start you put the sword in there and you start cranking it, and it's really hard, and you're bending, and the sword's kind of flexing a little bit, but you kind of muscle it through, and the thing spins, and you spin it, and you manage to spin it all the way to a shut-off position, and it dramatically slows the water, but it has not stopped the water.
Okay, and then I shout that out to anybody who can hear me in voice range, is that I hindered it a little, but it's still coming.
Yep. Okay. All right, so we will move to the next round. And, ooh.
Damn club.
Hang on one second. What's up, babe? Okay.
He's getting low cards.
Okay.
That's the redraw.
Oh, sorry about that.
Frederick.
Okay, so Frederick got a thing, so everybody gets a Benny.
Woohoo!
That's always nice. So Frederick, you are up first, and you get a +2 to everything you do.
Okay. Now that I see the water's kind of slowing down, I'm gonna go and talk to.
And actually, do me a favor, both Frederick and Extra, go ahead and give me a notice roll. And your +2 does apply to this, Frederick. And it can be sight-based or sound-based.
I'm listening. That doesn't help. I'm terrible at notice.
I will ask Frederick about this necklace as he's coming over. So
Okay.
Well, don't forget to get your +2 to that, Frederick. So
yeah. So Frederick.
Oh yes, sorry.
Extra,
Yep. No.
you
Right.
hear the sound of water draining over here.
Okay. It sounds like the water's draining over in that corner. What's this this evil necklace that you've found? I do not have a cult, but could I use a faith to maybe see if it's a type of religion or like a religious artifact, or
You
glean
could
anything from that?
try it at a -2.
Okay.
You're at +2, so even that.
Yeah.
Have it just be a regular roll?
Just a flat roll. Yep.
Yeah.
So the Rosicrucians, one of the factions of the Rippers, they dabble in magic, which you don't like, but you have heard them discuss from time to time that there are certain crystals that can actually hold power that they can basically tap into. They can use that to summon energy. And usually when power is stored in these crystals as like a channeling device, they generally glow with that power.
Is it currently glowing?
It is glowing.
I asked her, when you opened that amulet up, did that crystal start glowing, or do you know? Or do you know if
I
it
think
was
it was
already
glowing before I opened it.
Okay. Well, I guess that's pretty much my turn. I guess I moved over there and examined that, so that's probably it.
All right. And so, yep. All right. So that's what you do, Frederick. Oh, and I forgot. James is quick again.
Yeah, I should
Damn
get
it.
in, yeah.
Oh,
To pay.
not enough cards in the deck. Nope, that's a bug. All right. That's interesting. Okay. I don't know what to do there. There's actually a bug in Foundry. So if a Joker is drawn, it wants to shuffle the deck, so it won't let me redraw a card for you.
All right.
Strange.
I'll go on. No problem.
So yeah, you can go.
Well, we could default I go on 6, but I still think it'd be last. So.
How about this? I'm gonna give you a Benny instead. That seems like a reasonable.
I got a ton of bennies. I gotta spend them.
There you go. Go for it. Okay. All right. Akshara, what would you like to do? You also noticed that there was the sound of, kind of slight water draining from over here.
I will go over there and see if I can maybe use my sword to make the hole bigger, whatever is draining.
Okay. Go ahead and make me, let's see. So you can make an athletics roll, I guess, or a fighting roll. I guess you can do fighting. If you're trying to use it, well, I guess you're not trying to hit. You're trying to use it as a pry bar. I would generally call this under repair, but I don't think you have repair because you're trying to use it like a pry bar. But if you're just,
I'm just strength it out, just to move an extra rock or 3 kind of thing. So I think athletics is probably the better choice.
Okay, go for it. Okay, so you pry in it, and the stone gives a little bit. It moves, kind of something you weren't expecting, but it doesn't quite give as much as you want it to, and more water rushes out. It's not enough to stop the influx of water coming in, but as you do that, more water sucks down in there. You can see that it's kind of getting sucked from the bottom, kind of like if it was going under a door. And on the other side, it sounds like it's falling rapidly, like almost like a waterfall. If that makes sense.
Okay. I will holler at the door saying, look for a way to speed up the drain. And that will be my turn.
Okay, great. All right, Esmeralda. You have a club.
I have a club, so I will continue with my...
Doing nothing?
Yes, I'm going to basically just kind of come down here and try to keep an eye. I'm very concerned that somebody's going to try to come through that door, just kind of peek around.
Okay.
That door there.
All right. All right, sounds good. All right, and Jonathan, you are up, sir.
Okay, on these valves and pipes, do I feel I've moved every valve I need to move, or are there still other valves I have?
There are 2 other valves.
Okay, so I'll move it to the next one and then attempt the same thing.
Okay.
Did I get help in any manner this time?
No, you did not. They were all doing it. So.
Okay, strength again?
Yeah, go ahead. Or I guess athletics is probably more appropriate. You're supposed to use a skill, so athletics makes more sense.
I'll use a Benny.
Okay. All right. Well done. So, yeah, you pull on the thing, and sure enough, it breaks, and the water stops. Okay? And as soon as you shut that off, the doors open, and all of a sudden, drains open up on the floor, something that you guys missed. Under the tables and behind the barrels and are drains that basically open up as you pull that second valve, and it starts draining rapidly.
I think I did something.
All right, and you successfully completed the dramatic task in 2 rounds. Well done.
I think you did something appropriate.
No, I meant I peed a little, but I think it's going to wash away with this water.
And here I was worried about water coming through here. Ain't gonna come who's here.
Yeah.
Hey, Esmeralda, you're like the magic flingy thingy. Here, see if this is of any use to you. And I will hand her the amulet.
I will not take it, but I will examine it while he's holding it. I will kind of put my hands behind my back. But 1 second, if you'd hold it up, please. Take a look at that, and I'll give it the old occult.
Okay, go for it.
Am I able to assist in this at all? Am I in the area?
You guys can all meet up. I can assume that you guys all meet up maybe in that room where Akshara and the priest are, unless you guys don't want to.
Well, Esmeralda's still out in the hallway, so you got to kind of come to me.
Yeah, so it's up to you guys if you're going to want to meet or you want to split the party.
I tell them to come in here. Come in here.
Oh, that doesn't seem safe.
What's
Sorry to hit one
now?
trap. There might be another trap. Trap me once, shame on you. Trap me twice.
I do the C-3PO thing where I tell you the exact odds of that happening twice.
All right. Yeah, nice. You can hold it up. I come to like the doorway. I'll come to the door.
So yeah,
this doorway and look at it.
So it definitely looks like a power crystal that you would assume, and you would have to use your detect arcana to know for sure whether or not it actually had a curse on it or not. But you would guess that if you wanted to channel it, you could basically use it to replenish some of your power points.
Oh, that was neat. Let me, because I am cautious, it's kind of be a trade-off, but me as a player probably wouldn't do that, but she would definitely do a detect arcana.
Yep.
On that, so let's go ahead and let's detect. That'll definitely do that, and cast Detect Arcana to see what's up with that. Well, that cost me 2 points. So I hope hopefully it gives me more than 2 points back.
Okay. So it is definitely an arcane. It is an arcane battery, if you will, and you are fairly certain that if you wear it, it will replenish your power points, and you don't sense any dark magic on it. It just seems to be charged with, magical energy, which is neither good nor evil. It is just energy. It's how the user will use it.
I will take it and put it on then.
Okay. And you can replenish your power points to full.
Sweet.
Okay. Now,
awesome.
Now, do you guys want to note about the sounds you heard over here, or are you indifferent to that?
In the drain?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah. So
we can look again and see if those sounds are still happening.
In the far room, the water has since drained out, but I believe it was Akshara that found that, it basically seemed like part of this wall here moved when he pried against it.
Yeah, we'll go check it out if she told us that. Did you tell us that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested with these drains and water traps. That was kind of an ingenious trap, so I'm kind of checking it out.
Okay. Esmeralda, are you still staying outside?
Yeah, I'm still very nervous. I'm torn between the danger of being alone in the hallway and going into the trap room. So I'm just going to kind of stand in the doorway and just kind of peer down this way, kind of keep an eye out, ready to run into the room if I need to, but just kind of waiting. I'm not still nervous about waiting to see if anything else happens.
Okay. All right. So what are you guys doing to check out this door?
Since he's there first, I'm just here to assist. So if he moves, I will help move. If he pries, I will help pry, whatever the method is.
Okay. so you can make either a repair or a thievery roll to try and find the way to move this stone wall.
I tell him to kick it really hard. That's probably how you do it.
Well, after watching Jonathan not do anything, I'll try doing a repair roll on it as
Okay.
unskilled.
Go for it.
Nope.
Okay.
Might be Benny time.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys can. Yep, indeed. Yeah, so you guys know that it can move, but you're not sure how to get past that, and you're really wishing that you didn't send Irina off at this point.
Yeah.
I ain't no thief and I ain't no engineer, but you know, good old American Yankee repairman. Maybe I can get some good old Yankee knowledge.
Back
So
out.
common knowledge, -2.
Sure.
I got lots of bennies to spend. That's why I'm willing to do it.
Yeah, or you can do common knowledge.
So I don't have anything else but that. So
Sure. I mean, you can do unskilled too, right? So go ahead and roll.
Oh.
Burn them bennies.
Yeah, you can spend a penny.
You got 8.
How do you show you our adventure card?
Oh, you can basically right click on it, and I believe it's reveal card.
again, I spent 2. I might only spend 1.
Yeah.
So my arcane skill is faith. Can I use that? Well, I guess it's repair is a smart roll, isn't it?
It is absolutely a smart space. So you can basically pray to the Lord to try and show you the way.
The way to the light. So we will play that card.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, so just drag it out to the table, I think is how you do it.
Okay.
Yep, there you go. All right. So, and yeah, you get a 5. So you basically.
no, I haven't.
I'll ask the father if he's praying. I don't
Oh,
know. Might as well be an assist to the father as he says, I know the way, I will ask the Lord.
yeah, there you go. Go ahead and make your faith roll then there.
Do I get a plus with his success? Plus,
Yep.
plus
Yep.
1?
Yep, you get a +1. Do you want to spend a penny on that one?
I will spend a penny on that one. Oh my goodness.
Second time's a charm.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, there you
There
go.
we go.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. So you pray to the Lord, and as you open your eyes, you just see a spot where the stone is chipped away rather on purpose, and you reach up there, and there's basically a button, and you push that button, and a doorway opens up to a hallway to yet another door. And as that opens, the floor has grooves in it and major drains that would help drain out the water, and you can hear chanting coming from behind this door.
Oh. Everything.
Come on in.
Everything,
Your help, so come on back in.
everything okay? Everything safe in there?
Yeah, safe as can be.
All right.
Thousands.
Okay. Gotta
All
come
right.
over.
Awesome. Okay, so now are you guys going to be quiet, or are you guys just going to go walk down there and open that door?
Quiet as we can.
Okay.
I'm going to try to be quiet. You still.
Just curious, did anybody check out this door up here? Oops, didn't mean to open that. Sorry.
We did not check that out.
Oh.
If you want to go check it out before we go heading down here, that's fine.
Oh. guess that'll be time for another Benny. It's okay. Coming to the end of the session anyway. Might as well burn those suckers.
Exactly.
Let me do a stealth roll as well. Oop. Esmeralda's a sneaking fool.
Esmeralda is the most cautious person I know. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. So why don't you guys line yourself up in the order that you're going to go down this hall, and then we'll go ahead and open the door.
Well, who wants to go first? I can go first unless someone else likes to.
I can. I have to be up in front anyway with the sword, so.
Okay, you go on. I'll cover you from behind. Sword folk, that would be I guess the witch hunter and priest are probably the most sword folk, and then me and Shara can follow up, and Esmeralda can back us up with blasts.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, I'll be right behind the witch hunter.
Okay. All right. So we basically got this guy here, and then we've got this. That what we're going for? Something like that.
Unless witch hunter wants to be in front of me, that's fine.
Oh, I don't know. I was guessing.
I think swap.
The witch hunter and me? Okay.
Something like that. Yeah. Sorry. Pronouns are killing me right now.
Range attacks in the back.
Okay. All right. So here we go. You guys open the door. And you can see some minions and James over the shoulders of these guys. You can see one of those freaking statues again. And as you open the door, the chanting is louder than ever, and you hear what sounds like a boy, pleading in Chinese.
At least we're in the right spot.
Yep.
Time to break up the party.
Indeed.
Not our party, their party.
Nope.
Uh-oh, statue.
No. GM gets a Benny. I like it. I'm all for this. All right. So the statues, so now they are just going to remain on hold, and we will move down to Jonathan. So.
Shira needs a new card.
What's that? Oh, thank you. Good call. 7 of hearts it is.
What's the procedure here? I want to wait until Frederick goes so I can move.
Oh.
I can move through him, right?
Yeah, you can. I don't. Yeah, I have no problem with that. Okay. You can move through.
And these guys, the strategic minion guys, they look bad, right? I don't have to.
Yes,
they know that they need to be defeated.
Yes, they are standing there with hand axes, and you hear a boy pleading in Chinese. I think that's all the information you need to know that these guys are bad guys.
All right, thank you.
Evil castle.
People don't stand by, when
a child is being threatened.
When a child is being threatened, right? So. Yep.
I just let's get them, boys, and I run in there and I swipe at this guy. Okay.
Go for it. Are you using your Ripper Claws, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Awesome.
Ooh,
I'm
Benny
gonna
time.
do nothing because that's a critical fail.
All right.
That's right, shit.
I trip at the last moment as I.
So yeah, you actually go to swipe at him, and as you do, he moves around the pillar, and you get your Ripper Claws stuck in the pillar.
Little help here.
You slam it in, and it jams you in, so you are entangled.
So.
All right. All right. So that was you. All right. Next, it is James.
All right, I say, I can handle that there statue with bullets, but I don't know if I can handle any other supernatural things, so I'm going to need some help at that point. So, but I'll just go on in and shoot the statue. Yeah, might as well fill it with 6, Yeah, I won't fan the hammer because I can hit innocence. I'll just take a shot right into the. We'll take 2 shots into the statue. So
Okay.
that's 2 each.
Okay. Yep. Go for it. Yeah, and Jonathan, just so you know, since you kind of missed the original, if you hit your weapons on your macro bar, it'll actually bring up the chat card that has the attack and damage on there.
So when I do that, it says there was an error in your macro syntax.
Ooh.
But it's probably my fault because my Ripper wasn't capitalized, so I renamed it. So I probably just messed up the macro.
Oh,
Yeah, it is case sensitive.
yeah. So what did you do? You renamed the weapon?
Yeah, because it had a lowercase r and a lowercase c, so I capitalized them. I'll just put them back.
Okay. Okay. So let's see.
Nice.
So yeah, that is a hit with a raise on the statue, and you can roll again if you want for your second shot. What's that?
So the first shot was a 7, and the second shot was a 9.
Oh, I missed it. Okay, yeah, there it is. Okay, and then there you go. Cool. And then you can go ahead and hit your damage for both of those, James. So the first one is not a raise, so it does that, and both are against the statue. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, so the first shot makes him shaken, and then the next one is a raise because you got a 9. And
Nice.
that is enough to shatter the statue. So James comes in, and he is really good at hitting things that don't move. All right, great, cool, thanks. And Esmeralda.
I'm going to go on hold until everybody else kind of
All
gets out of the way.
Sounds good. Okay, the minions this guy decides to take advantage of you, and he is going to wild attack with his...
I know I am entangled, but does my first strike do anything when that guy moves into place?
Yeah, you can actually attack him with... well, no, because you moved into... Well, yeah.
Oh,
It's fine. No, I'm good with it. Go ahead. Go ahead and roll just it's your unarmed damage, right? So you can just basically just roll fighting at and you're already distracted. It's already taken into account, so you just have to roll. Yep. You can Benny that if you want.
No, I'll save it. Sorry.
Okay. So you take a swing, and he bats it away and basically attacks you with his axe, and he is going to wild attack. That's +2. Which gives him a 4, which is not enough to hit you at all, but I'm going to spend a Benny because I got some. Why not? And he will take the +2. He will roll again. Come on, baby. There we go.
No. Oh,
there we go. There we go. Oh, 17. That's a hit with a raise. Okay, here we go. Strategic minion with the axe. Goes for it. 13. That is shaken and a wound. Do you want to soak that?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and spend a Benny and roll your vigor. That does not cut it. Do you want to spend another Benny?
Yes.
Okay. There you go. Okay. So he swings at you, and you back up, and it cuts in, and it slices open the shoulder plate of your armor. But, you manage to avoid most of it. These two, here and here, are busy holding down Ming. This guy is going to pull out his pistol and shoot at James. So he is going to fire at James. Oh, look at that. He hits with a raise. So James, oh crap, you take 22 damage. Yeah, so...
22 I'm going to soak. So that would be, my toughness is
6, so 22 minus 6 is what, 15, 16? So that's 4 wounds. So that'll actually take you down. So I'm assuming...
If you don't soak, that's it.
unless I soak. So I'll soak.
Yep. So spend a Benny and go ahead and roll your vigor.
You keep clicking that sucker twice.
Yeah. Well, he might need it.
Yeah,
Go ahead and roll your vigor.
I'll do it once and see, get the Benny back if I do well enough.
What's that? Okay. Okay.
I don't know. Foundry's really slow with me. I'm trying to click on to get the stats and taking forever.
What's that? If you double click
I'm trying to click on the guy who got the character sheet. It's taking forever.
on James? Oh, okay. Strange. You can always go to the 3 little actors directory next to the chat and double click on your name. If you double click the Rippers, and then it should have your name there, and you can double click James Denton there.
Or click the C button.
Oh, C. Yeah, I always forget that. You can press C, and your character should come up.
What browser are you using?
I'm using Chrome.
I just have had some issues with Chrome with Foundry for some. Like if you have a bunch of tabs open or various things, ad blockers and stuff, it can slow it down. So I just use Firefox. It's always just pretty screamingly fast. Just no general.
Okay. Well, in the short term, just to move this along, I can go ahead and hit the button for you if you want. Oh, there it goes.
Yes. Oh, good time for that.
There you go. Okay. So that soaks 2 of them, so that would leave you with 2 wounds. So that's good.
Can I soak again and try to get the other 2 wounds?
You have to get... You can't... You basically take the best roll, so you'd have to roll higher than that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's up to you. Yeah, I mean, you have a D8, so I mean, there's a good chance of getting a decent roll, but at the same time, like, you know, it's whether or not you want the bennies for other things.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to keep that and take just the 2 wounds. So.
Okay, so we'll do that. And so you have your 2 wounds. So yeah, so he fires and he hits you, and the shot goes right into your gut, and you kind of stumble and sag against the wall a little bit from the impact. And
I never get taken out by the big bads. Always by frickin' extras.
And this guy's gonna.
Does he get his Benny back?
Oh yeah, because he only spent 1. Yeah. Good call. Good call. There you go. All right. And this minion is going to fire at Frederick here. So he's going to roll his shooting. And he crit fails, and he shoots this guy. So let's roll damage here.
Take him out.
And, yep, so he shakes this guy. So he grazes this guy, causing him to be shaken. All right. So that is it for my irritable minions, and this statue starts moving slowly forward. 2, 3, and he gets about there, because they're not very fast. Okay, Akshara, you are up.
Okay, well, I can't see anything from back here, but I'm hearing all kinds of stuff going on. So I'm going to start by moving to here.
Yep.
And you said we've got 2 inscrutable minions who are holding the kid down. Yep.
Right here and right here. And there is a creepy-looking ghost floating over above that's doing the chanting. That looks like a...
I will step, so I'm kind of between Jonathan and James.
Mm-hmm.
And I will full auto, 1 at each of the 3.
Okay, so you can hit one of them twice. Oh, 1 into each of the 3. Okay, go for it. Okay, so that is 2 hits and a hit with a raise, and I'm just going to let you know now that this one is a regular hit because it goes right through him. Because he is...
I had figured as much, but...
Absolutely. Yep. So one hit for the raise.
This one, the guy that is closest to us will be the raise.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that damage. Yeah, that's going to do it. Yeah, we don't even have to add that up. He is gone. The stake goes through his head, and he is well done.
And then against the other guy.
Man, nobody likes the jokes.
That stake was well done.
Oh, and this guy is shaken. So close.
That worked for me.
All right,
And
so boom.
I will step out of the way so that Father Frederick can get past.
So as they let go, Ming jumps up and starts running towards you guys. Like this. Like
I wave him down the hall. Go, go, go!
And he runs down the hall.
I didn't see the figure before that. Nice. Dang.
Okay. All right. So that was Akshara. Well done. All right, Frederick. You do know that James is wounded pretty badly.
Yeah, I heard him scream out. We'll move in so I can see. 2, 3. I'm going to... I pull out my Bible in one hand and my sword in the other. And I yell, "Back, you fiends, to the abyss that you came from." I'm going to do a blast and see if I can do it. I don't know where we get templates from.
Oh, you go to right below the picture of a guy on the far left, the little rulers. If you hit that ruler, and then you hit, and then it'll bring a list, and then you hit the C for a cone. And then you can use the mouse wheel to spin it around as you drop it. So you click that.
Oh, sweet.
And it drags it out, and you just place it on your guy, and you can use the mouse wheel to kind of drop it the angle you want.
Yeah, finally kicks Roll 20's ass when it comes to all that stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Did you find it?
Yeah, trying to see what the best. I'm gonna see if I can, and then click it. I'm gonna see if I can get those guys.
You will hit all 3 because they are touching. Okay. I know that it doesn't fill in the way it's supposed to, but that's why I do gridless maps, because anybody that gets touched by it, technically it's hit by it. Okay. And now, are you doing multi-action to heal him, or are you just doing this first?
Yes, I will do a multi-action. So I will do my heal first.
Okay.
With the -2.
Yep.
So,
have a little faith.
Have a little faith. Roll. There you
go. Oh, nice. Jesus. The Lord save thee, healed.
So that is a raise. So you do get healed 2 wounds.
Yep, you are completely healed, and because that healed you, you are no longer shaken. So you are good to go. So the power of the Lord fuses your body, and kind of like that scene in The Last Crusade, literally you see your wound just kind of bubble up and vanish away, and you feel fully restored.
Padre, I owe you one.
Nice.
So I will do this and add 2 power points to it. So for a total of 4, do the power burst.
Nice.
That's a couple of covers.
And this will be at a -2 also. I will Benny. And roll it again.
May the Lord still be with you.
Come on! Oh.
Lord is busy healing your companion there.
We'll do my last. Yeah, I'll keep 1 Benny in case I need a soak. We gotta get this to work. Come on.
There you go.
Boom. That is a hit. All right. So go ahead and
And
damage 3 times.
power
So you just
power
Yep.
burst.
Yep. Just
And no raise, so just a regular roll.
Oh, yes. Everybody.
So that is so. Boom. And for the sake of time, I'm just going to use the 1 damage roll for everybody. So yeah, the power of the Lord does not like it here, and you're a champion, so you get a +2 to all your damage rolls.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yes.
18, Jesus.
So yeah, you vaporize those guys.
And my Bible's just burning, and my it's not a fire. It's this radiant light that goes bursting out and
I like
covers
it.
them.
You get a Benny for the description. That is great. Okay. So the ghost.
So now I will come off a hold.
Oh, there you go. Oh, well done. Okay, you're off of hold.
Okay. Let me click the hold. I'm trying to click the hold again. Okay, and I will move forward. I will tell Wang, I will say, as I go by, say, wait for us, like hide under that table. There's monsters out there. Don't run out there, or we can't protect you. Wait for us, and then I will move in. And so there's a couple minions still over here, and there's a ghost over there.
Yep. And the ghost is chanting something definitely mystical that you would know. They're definitely something mystical.
Okay, so I will... I'm going to cast... I fear it's worth doing a double. Screw it. I'm going to cast 2 bolts at the ghost.
Okay.
If needed, if the first, so it's the first one, if the second one, if I destroy it magically with the first one, I will turn the other one to one of the bad guys.
Gotcha.
I'll definitely start with that. So let's, where's my thing again? Gonna bolts, and I'm gonna do spellcasting -2. Magic, don't fail me now. There we go.
That is a hit on the first one. And roll the second one.
I will power bolt that sucker.
Yep.
So we'll roll that. Come on. So hit him with the 12.
All right. That causes a wound. Because he is chanting, he can't do anything else, and he howls in rage, and you see ethereal blood drop.
All right, and I will, since he's still up, I will do that again.
That's
nice.
it.
All right, and another power bolt. Come on, raise this. Come on. I'll take it.
Are you going to Benny that, or are you going to keep it?
I will Benny it. So we're getting to the end of the game here. I will Benny that sucker and hope I get better with the power bolt. Come on. Yes. There we go. That's better.
All right. So that is another 8. So that rocks him. And he is bleeding ethereal wounds profusely, but grits his teeth and he almost stutters in the incantation, and the eerie glow that's floating over this room seems to wobble a little bit, and the walls start to crack a little bit, but then he regains his composure of his chanting and continues to hold things together.
Okay, and then I will just step back in here if I have room.
There you go. Okay, so La Fang will attempt to recover from shaken. And let's see how he does. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, no.
He does recover from shaken, so that's good. He does that, and he is going to, because he can't do anything else, he just kind of continues chanting, but then hurls something in your general direction. Chunks of the wall fly off and miss and slam against the wall. I'll spend a Benny on that. Why not? Let's make him a little bit more potent. There we go.
No.
No, he fails. All right, here we go. Come on. Let's do it again. He will be productive. There we go. Okay. So, he hits, and he is going to hit the father because you are his nemesis. Because you are all that is good in this world, and he doesn't like that. So he hits for 14, so that is 8, so that is 2 wounds. Right?
Okay,
So you can spend a Benny to try and soak that.
Yep. Let's see. It might toughen up too. Toughness is 6, so yep. I spend a Benny. Roll a vigor.
You soak 1, you will still be wounded.
That's fine. I need to save that last Benny. So yep, I'll be with 1 wound.
Oh.
Down to 1.
There you go. I did it for you. I've got a little...
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry.
Okay, and I'm shaken.
Yep, that shakes you too. Yep. I have a macro that does it. I can just click on you and push a wound button, and it does all the right stuff for me. Okay.
Sweet.
That was La Feng's turn. And now we go and reshuffle everything. And let's see, who has quick? Scarva has quick. Reroll initiative. You take the 8. So you move up. All right. And wait, why did that do that? Okay, so La Feng gets to go again. All right.
Did you roll for your minions? I don't see them on there.
Oh, I must have deleted the minion. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I forgot to add them. Hang on. I killed the one that was the combat tracker. There we go. Let's roll for them. See what they got. Okay. Yeah, so there's the queen. Alright, so La Feng gets to go again, and he is going to hurl bolts of thrown objects again while he continues his chanting. He's getting close. And he hits, and this time he is going for Jonathan. He hits for... Oh my goodness. 19 on the Witch Hunter. So that is 10 over, so that is 2 wounds. And shaken.
I would like to soak that.
Okay, go for it.
Awesome.
That is not enough.
Why do you have a -2 to it?
Because he is still in... No, he's entangled.
Oh, my
Oh, that's right.
He hasn't gotten around to his next turn yet.
May never happen. We'll see. I could be a permanent fixture of this room.
Okay, you gonna spend another Benny, or is that it? That's all you got?
That's all I got. I don't have any more bennies. So
Oh, okay, so that's 2 wounds for you. So 1, 2. Alright, so you now have 2 wounds. So La Feng has gone. James, you are up, sir.
All right. I ain't gonna do no good against that ghost, but
Nope.
I can step forward. I can move myself. Step here.
Yep. Oh, you're dropping templates everywhere.
I'm not a big fan of Foundry, obviously.
No worries. It's all good. Make sure you click on your basic controls there.
Stepping in front of the Witch Hunter and Akasha, the Slayer and the Hunter. I'm stepping in front of them.
Yep.
And I'm going to let fan my last 4 bullets into these 2 guys.
Okay, got it. So go ahead and just roll fan the hammer and we'll ignore... Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
We'll just ignore the last 2 rolls that are D12s.
Okay,
So don't worry about it. Because it's the same negative, so just hit fan the hammer. That's good. You didn't want those anyway. So you got 1, 2, 3 hits, one with a raise. So how about this guy gets hit twice, and this guy gets hit with a raise, or something like that. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, this is the guy that gets hit twice.
Okay. All right, that's enough to take him out. Actually, yeah, either way, that takes him out. So that guy's gone. Go ahead and roll the next one. Yeah, that's going to take him out. Fan the hammers. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, you unload your rounds, and the minions just fall. And this guy, seeing what happens, books it to the door and takes off. He is not hanging around for that at all.
All right.
So that was my
Okay,
document. Oh, go ahead. Yep. What would you like to do?
No, I'm done. So I moved to there. I checked him up, and I say next up.
Okay. Akshara, you are up.
Well, I think all the people that I can affect are dead now.
Indeed. But you can support somebody. You could support either Frederick for his action, or
Yeah, Frederick, I will start saying some prayers in Indian to help you out. I will use my language skill as a support.
Okay, that sounds perfect. Oh, did you roll?
I'm trying to. I'm getting an error. It's not showing me. Oh, but there it is. Never mind.
Oh.
Cannot read property too fixed of undefined.
That is interesting. This is on summary, language, native. Interesting. All right, I've never seen that before. So, you know what? Just roll fighting, because it's the same die type, and we'll just consider it as your support roll. Hey, that works. All right, so you have a +2 to your next action, Frederick.
Okay. So, oops, I need to grab. There we go. I'll move over.
You need to unshake first, don't you?
I do need to unshake.
Yep.
Sorry. That is
Spirit roll.
Spirit roll.
When you're shaking.
Yep. So you are unshaken. So that is not an issue at all. Oh.
No,
well, no.
I didn't.
He gave you a +2. Support roll.
Oh,
you are unshaken.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. You had a +2 on that.
Okay.
Yep.
So then I unshake.
Snap out of it, Padre.
Your prayers help me, and I'm pretty shocked that some Indian prayer helped me. Hindu. So I move over. I will. I'll just do my burst again.
There you go.
Hold my Bible up, and pray to the Lord, and I'll do another power boost on it.
Okay.
And roll just a regular roll, and I got a 4.
3.
That's right.
Gonna spend a bit on that.
I'll do a Benny.
Okay.
My last Benny. Faith roll. There we go.
That is a hit with a raise. Go ahead and roll your power bolt, and then hit the raise.
What's the raise? Oh, shit.
Crap. Too bad you don't have any more bennies, because what?
But I don't have any more bennies. Oh, man.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he is shaken and wounded. All right, Esmeralda, you are up.
All right, so
Apparently, it's down to you.
So it looks like the other two, the minions are gone, correct?
Yes, all that's left is Lan Fang, the ghost.
All right. So I will step out, and I will again. I'm again gonna just do 2 bolts.
So
at him.
here, you don't need to. He has 3 wounds. He is shaken. You literally just need to hit him and do 5 points of damage. So I wouldn't bother.
Oh, okay.
-2.
Okay, great. Well, then I will do the bolts. Let's roll.
Do a power bolt, though.
I'm definitely gonna do a power bolt.
Yep.
So first one I hit, and I will hit him with the power bolt. Be gone, demon! For 8 points.
Okay, and you do, and the creature, the light explodes around the spirit, and he screams in agony as it slowly fades away. And as it does, the eerie darkness seems to fade as the room lightens up.
Esmeralda will quickly run back and check on Mang and make sure he's okay.
Ming is crying, and he's saying something rapidly in Chinese that you believe is thank you.
I'll just say, don't worry. It's kind of, off. He's bald. I was going to say pat his hair, but rub his bald head. and say,
Nice.
there. So let's be okay. We'll get you back to your father. We killed that evil spirit. You're safe now.
Wonderful.
Don't be afraid.
All right. And the group of you successfully extract Ming and return him to his father. And he is so happy that he is going to be a very generous benefactor for the Rippers. And you have successfully completed something has gone wrong in little Kwoloon. So Big Trouble in Kowloon has been squashed. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Did you guys have a good time?
That was awesome.
Thanks for running it.
Yeah, that was a great time. I've never had a chase before in Savage Worlds. I've played another Savage Worlds game, and we haven't quite figured that out, so thanks for the lesson in that. And
no problem. Yeah, and here's the chase scene for those that missed it. This is the chase that I've put together out there. Makes it a little easier for running chases.
Do you? Is that something you made or got
I made
offline?
this.
Or?
Yeah, I made this. So this is
Would you mind posting that picture? Or
Yeah,
you put together in the.
No, I have posted it, and I will send it. It's just a background image. So yeah, I will post it in the Savage Worlds thing because I got permission from Jody. I posted on Facebook a long time ago in the Savage Worlds group and various other things as well.
Sweet. So, yeah, I would definitely download that and give it to my DM.
Yeah, definitely. So questions, comments, statements, inquiries, things you want to know. What did you enjoy? What did you dislike? Is there anything I can do better as a GM to make the game more fun?
This is probably more about the Foundry than about you DMing. But whenever somebody with light moved forward beyond my range of light, I was still unable to see that distance. For example, when we were in the long hallway with the trolls, James stepped just in front of me a little ways, and I could barely see James. I couldn't see anything that he was seeing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think, let me see what I did. So I might have given him vision instead of a bright lantern because he didn't originally have a lantern. So that's probably my mistake. So I apologize on that.
Okay. Well, like I said, I wasn't sure if that was something you did or if that was a...
Yeah. That's that's keyboard to a person to keyboard interface error.
A good old fashioned PEBCAC.
That's right, PEBCAC. There you go. Anything else?
That's really all I saw.
Okay. Did you guys have fun? Was it a good game? Did I do all right?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, my issues were also just Foundry things. It's like, maybe because I was in Google, I was really slow. And so, plus my own personal errors.
Oh, no worries. It's a new system, so it's a little different, but yeah.
Yeah, Joe, I thought it went really good. I like how you have things set up, like with the macros and other things, and so, yeah, I'm going to try to, we'll be bugging you on how to get it set up in our game. So, but yeah, I thought it was fun and great. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely, no problem. And yeah, and I'll post it. And you'll actually see the GM ones I have when I post the video because it's recording from my GM screen, obviously. So, yeah, I'll get that posted, and then you guys can see that. So, and I'll post it in that chat for our GM room when I have it uploaded.
And you got an achievement because the people running Hollerween congratulated you for running the first game. So they came into Discord. I don't know if everybody saw that.
Oh yeah, I saw that, and then I got worried because you said it's going. I was like, uh-oh, that's not good.
Like it's going, like it's going.
Yeah, okay. I was like, I wasn't sure if that was like maybe he's not having fun. So.
No, it was more like upbeat. I guess it should have been more upbeat. Yeah,
no.
Going.
Okay, awesome, cool. All right.
You also get points for successfully actually running a one-shot that was actually a one-shot and completed on time.
Really?
I have yet to play in any one-shot that's actually been a one-shot. Most of the time they go over. You had technical issues and you had Matt in the beginning, so just extra GM props for successfully running a one-shot.
All right, awesome. And don't forget to do the player feedback. You get rewarded.
Well, how do we do that?
I am posting it into the chat files chat. That is a Google form, I think.
Nice.
The official event player feedback. So go ahead and fill that out. And yeah, and my game was, you can look that up on the thing. I think it's 53 or something like that. Yeah.
And you were going to, you said you're going to post pictures and stuff in here, or?
I can, yeah, I'll share them in here too. I'll post them in here too. I got to run my son to water polo right now, so I've actually got to hop off here. But yeah, I will.
Thanks again for running the first thing of Halloween. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I hope you guys had a blast. Thank you much for playing. I had a blast running it.
All right, thanks, Joe.
All right, bye guys.
Bye bye.